Hey guys, Rich here. Welcome back to the RCINFORMER YouTube channel. Nice to see everybody here. If you guys want to help me out with a audio and video check, let me know if you guys are getting good audio. As you know, I never have technical difficulties. Everything usually works perfectly. So anyway, thank everybody for coming. Let's see who's here. Mike Bird's around. And let's see, RC Glory is here. Amy displaying the aircraft. Yeah, Amy's, maybe she'll come up for an appearance. So we'll see. She's getting ready to go skating. So anyway, let me know if you guys are getting good audio here. See what we got. Gooniac's here in the house. Gooniac's saying we got good audio. Can hear you just fine, so that's good. Domingo in, where are you from? Where is he from? He hears loud and clear. Les Burnham's here from Essex. He's here. Again, RC Glory says clear. Mark Adkins is in the house. Let's see. Victor RC Jets is here. Victor's around. And let's see. We got 18 guys showing up. So we'll give everybody some time to check in. Let's see, Victor says, yeah, my wife has not liked to pose with my aircraft lately. All right, Mark Agasson's. Let's see. All right, guys, we're giving everybody a little bit of time to get in here. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, P-51s. Let you guys ask questions and stuff. We're going to do the unboxing of this Phantom. We got some new sponsors and so forth. Domingo. That's a hard one, man. And I ain't going to try the last name, but he's from the Virgin Islands. He's here. He's got a big D. I'm going to call him D. It's easier. He's got a big D by his name, so we're going to call him D. Let's see. I'll see if Amy wants to make an appearance here. Let me see. I'll say you're requested here. Let me send her a text. Let's see if she'll come out. I don't know. She may be getting ready to leave, though. Let me see. Let me send her a message real fast. Can you make an appearance before you head out? Let's see if she'll come. She's downstairs. All right, it's all cool. So anyway, I'll start off here, folks, just by saying, hey, thanks for coming, guys, again. Let some more subscribers come in. Let's see. Who else we got here? Fly Jets 305 is here. MSJRC. Where can I purchase Miss America? I got all the links in the description box below this video for getting all these planes. Now, there was a few that came in stock initially. I think the majority of them are sold out. So when they show up, Horizon may be carrying them too. I don't think they have them yet, but we'll see. You know, but for now, I have links for down below, guys. It goes to my Amazon store, which is through Fair RC, I guess, and FMS directly, that stuff, I guess. So, but just check the links below. They gave me a bunch of places where you guys can get them from. Yeah, the Racers are super fun. That's from Ashton Pierre. I hope I said that right too. These are awesome to fly together. I do have on the channel, folks, also, which I'll kind of highlight here. I have links of us flying actually 3 of these together, not the newer ones, but you know, kind of the older ones and stuff. So let me see if I can link that, put that up here, see if that'll show up. Yeah, there we go. So if you guys go to my channel, you can see the video we're doing right now. No, you got, if you go to my main page here, you can see, and I'll throw that up here if I can get this here. Go to my channel. We did a bunch of videos on these airplanes, folks. You know, current, past, present, whatever. And I would say some of the last ones we did, which was, if I can go back far enough. No, it's not that one. We flew a bunch of these together. And let's see if I can show some of these. I put them under the FMS stuff, I think. I'm trying to get back to where that was. No. Sorry, having some technical difficulties, pushing the wrong things here. See if I can get to that. Here, let me see if I can go to, oh, here we go. I pushed the wrong thing. That's what it was. See if I can get to that. We did a video, where was it? We were all at Imperial. Me and Wesley and Gavin flew 3 of these things together. Let me see if I can that far back? Yeah, there it is. That's the one. So if you guys check this one out, hopefully the audio doesn't come on and drown this out, but we flew 3 of these racers together, me, Wesley, and Gavin, you know. So if you guys want to check out this particular video, it's there for you guys to watch. What's that? Oh, they want you to come say hi. If you can, come on up and say hi to everybody real quick. All right, Amy's going to come up maybe and say hi, you guys. Anyway, here's the Mustang zooming by. They're a blast to fly together, and I am going to get all 4 of these guys. These are all going to be going out to the field to fly together. So, but you guys can check this video out for now with 3 of these together. What's that? You ready to go skating? Here, come say hi to everybody real quick. All right, Amy's going to make an appearance. Watch out. You got to go through the, she's in her skating attire. So, say hi. Hi. Everybody's we're going to do an unbox, guys, at the Jimny. I had prepared to do that because we were at that USTE event, right? And she loved that car, so she's going to show it to us. Okay. In the next week or 2, we're going to try and get it out there. We meant to do it, but we got busy, both of us, with work and stuff. So anyway, but she's going to go skating. Let's see. Does anybody want to say hello here? Let me see. Let me put on the chat thing here. This is, you can see everybody. This is what they're all writing to us right there. See, I have that up there. So people are asking questions. So there's if you give it a second, there's usually a little bit of a lag. So on the chat and stuff. So yeah, they're all out of stock on Amazon, as Flyer Mikey says. And Flying Fortress RC is here. And see, there's Robert Jackson from the UK. So everybody's like all over the world. People are here in some cases. So you can see there's 30 people here. So it's a Saturday, so that's what it is. But we do it in this time frame so folks can see it overseas. So that's kind of a cool thing. So we got a lot of guys overseas. Enrique Ivanhour, let's see, there's here from Oklahoma, On Approach RC is here. And here, radio, see the bottom? Yeah. Radio Flight RC Planes. Yeah. Hi, thanks for making an appearance. So yeah, she's real. So, and she'll be showing you guys here, see RC Glory. Amy, car driving video is the best. Yeah. Actually, guys, we have another one that's going to be coming where she and I drove the big FMS Jeep. Remember through the crawler course we did? Yeah. So we're gonna be, I'm gonna have a video of that out where we drove it through this huge crawler course, and it was totally awesome. So, and that was fun, wasn't it? I mean, it was pretty cool. So she basically did most of the driving. I took over the car and drove it for like a little bit. So, but yeah, we'll have that out here pretty soon. So, Ashton Pierce says, beautiful day in Orlando. Yeah, it is. It's like 75 degrees outside. Yeah, it's perfect, but it's windy for RC. So we're gonna go fly tomorrow. So anyway. Who's going to sell the FMS F-4? Well, the FMS F-4 that I'm going to show you guys here, this is a domestic Chinese market plane. So I'm going to be showing you guys some really cool videos of these sort of, non-US market planes just to show you. And Amy, she's going to go skating, all right? All right, bye, baby. All right, see ya. All right, guys. She's going to go skate. She'll be back. All right, have fun. Be careful with my car. She's going to go drive my car. All right, it's all cool. So let's see, 7:10 here in UK. Stop for gas after work. Victor RC Jet. Have you or anyone ever heard of organized RC air races, pylons, etc.? No, haven't heard that. That's radio, flight, RC planes. Someone's at the front door. It must be Amy. Let's see, I'm tracking her. Yeah, nice warm day in California. Yeah, it's perfect here, guys, for flying. Perfect outside, but it's windy. It's just like a nightmare. It's like a tornado outside, but it's perfect otherwise. So, yeah, Robert Jackson's from the UK. All right, guys, we're going to get to any questions you guys have on the Mustangs. I'm going to be flying and talking about these more. We're going to have these. I'm getting ready to take all these, okay, guys, out to the field to fly together. Okay, we're going to be showing these off. In a flight of what happened to my window there? We're going to be showing these off in a flight of 4 of these. So we'll have all these out, zooming around together. Every weekend we've had rain, flooded conditions, So as soon as we can get out there and get the 4 of these out there flying for everybody, we're going to get some video shot for you all to see. So these things are awesome. Great fun to fly together. And again, check out that video, folks, if you haven't seen it. On RCINFORMER, the one where me, Wesley, and Gav, where we flew them all together. Here we are, kind of bringing them in, and they're a blast to fly. They're not hard to fly, at all. They're very easy to operate. They're a little challenging because they're small, but with the stabilization in them, they've got the reflex in them. They really are relatively easy to fly. They're fun. Let's see if I can get to, yeah, there we are. There's all of us there together, flying the 3 of them. So check out that video. It is a cool video. It's fun to watch. So let me see if I can move that a little bit out of the way. Let's see if we get that. There we go. Let me slide that over just a little bit, and there we go. So let me get rid of that for now. So let me see if there's questions from anybody. Pulling up the questions long. Oh, it's 7:10 here in the UK. That's from Mark Atkins. That's what he was trying to say. 7.0, 10. I was wondering what he was saying. Yeah, and I'm trying to do this so the guys overseas, can see what we're talking about too. And in fact, for the guys overseas, we have a new link for y'all to start off. And actually, it's right down there. If you look down there, Turbines RC. We're working with Turbines RC out of France. So I know a lot of guys have said they wanted to support the channel, but they couldn't buy things that were here in the USA. So Turbines RC is working with them. I talked to Florent over there, super nice guy, and he said, hey, he goes, yeah, I would love to have you, do some videos with us and all that. So I've got links in the description below for Turbines RC. If you use my link, that's how you guys can support the channel. Again, everything's here is free. So if you guys are in the European market and want to get something, support the channel. Turbines RC is the place right down there. So check it out. Again, link is below. Let's see what we got. Flyer Mikey, yeah, Warm, California. Yeah, I'd like to get into racing with those planes. These are perfect for racing around. I mean, they're so much fun. They're good flyers. They're not particularly hard to fly. They can be a little challenging because they're a little smaller, but they're very docile, especially with the, you just got to know that with the reflex in it, especially you got to know that the first quarter to third throttle is rolling down the runway, taking off. Kind of like the E-flite V1200. And the remaining throttle is afterburner power, so you don't want to use that power. Like a third throttle, maybe half and beyond, is for speed and power. If you start using that, kind of throttle on the runway, it can torque and roll on you. But as long as you're using the first, maybe third throttle, no more than a half, but quarter to third throttle is the magic air for slowly rolling down the runway, getting airflow over your rudder, getting that tail in the air, and then about quarter to third throttle, it lifts right off. And you guys can see that from the video we put out. You can see how docile, how easy this thing is to operate. And in fact, if I go back to the main page, let me go back to my channel here. If you look at the video, if you guys may have seen, probably some of y'all, you guys saw the most recent video that I put out with the FMS Racers. Let me go back to that, and you guys can see right here. Let me go ahead to the first takeoff. If you guys watch this first takeoff, okay, this was with just easing the power into about a quarter to a third, and so see how it lifted right off? I was only at like a quarter to third throttle there when it got up. So, and it was actually a little slow and a little unsteady, but still it didn't have a problem. Like I said, if you start using more power than that quickly, it torques off to the left side, P-factor, gyroscopic recession, slipstream effect, all that stuff takes over, and it'll kind of, torque you over, it'll roll you over, so, and yaw you. So as long as you're easy on that power, okay, these things are a beauty to take off and land, as long as you're using the first, again, the first quarter to third throttle is where you want to take off the best. So, Mark Adkins said, you've been to the UK, Rich? Yeah, I've flown there a bunch of times. I've flown the 767 there a bunch of times. So, yeah, if you send me some info, maybe we can hook up when I come in there next time. And you can use my email address, which I think is down below. But just contact me or give me a contact or something, and we'll get together. Maybe I can, meet you in the UK and do some flying or something. So, is the Mustang a 6S bird? No, it's 4, guys. 4-cell, 2200, okay? And if you guys do check out that video that I put out, once again, I'll highlight that one more time. I got you guys on the chat log. If you guys check this video out, I fly this airplane, all 4 of them are in this video. So, I fly them on a 2200, I fly them on a 3200, a 4S, 3200, a 4000, and a 3770. This one I've found actually is probably the most ideal one to use right here, if you guys want to really see it here. This is a Roaring Top 2600, okay, 80C pack, and it's not too big, not too small, and it's also got, you know, your EC5, you know, connector on it already. So, you know, it's already set up for it, because these all come with EC5 connectors in them, because, you know, it's an 80 amp speed controller in this thing, so it's drawing some power, you know, so it really needs something a little better. Probably an authentic Dean's XT60 might hold up, you know, I don't know, but they put a 5 in there, EC5, to make sure that it, you know, nothing melts or anything like that. So, because it is pretty fast, it's putting all the power out of the box, about 90 miles an hour. I'll put a speed sensor in it next time. I'll put a GPS in there next time around and really see what it's doing. So, but yeah, there's Miss America flying around. That's going to be real popular. There's probably another shipment coming in soon, I guess, whenever. But the next shipment that comes in, there'll probably be a good stock of them. So, you know, the way shipping is right now, and the way supplies and stuff is, raw materials and things, you kind of, when you see it in stock, you got to get it. Or if it's a pre-order, you have to get it, regardless of which company you're buying it with, whether it's, you know, Motion, you know, Banana Hobby, Horizon, whatever. If you see a pre-order and you want it, you kind of have to put it in, because by the time it comes in stock, you know, somebody will, you know, it'll be gone by the time it shows up. So let's see, Flyer Mikey says needs Minwax to make them shiny. Yeah, you can do that. Victor says it was hot in the last few days. Radio Flight RC planes, wow, they all look super sharp. That red, white, and blue is beautiful. Yeah, you gotta love it. It's just a fantastic paint job, Miss America. Again, guys, these are planes, and I say that, and I did a build video on it too, or assembly or intro video. The reality is I had asked for this like 10 years ago, and I had said, ever since the first Strega was out, I had asked for to see a fleet of these, and it never really happened. And then last year when they re-released the V2, I'm like, would you guys do us a favor? Could you make, you know, all of them, or at least a batch of the racers, so we could all buy different ones and fly them and stuff like that? And they said, oh, we love that idea. We're going to do it. That's what I was told by FMS. So they said, yeah, let's do it. So yeah, I had a little hand in getting these out there, because I thought everybody would love to have these things fly around. So, and they're a blast. So you'll see us all out there flying them together. Like I said, I'm gonna get you guys some video of a group of all 4 of these flying together. And this all came from the original Strega, which here, I'm gonna zoom up. Hang on, let me pan up here. I'll get rid of the window here for a second. Let me see. Let me move the chat log over here. Let me slide this over so I can see that. Let me kill the websites. And you can see right up here, this all came from the original Strega. That's right up here, okay? And I got these on my Flying Tiger RC racks. This is all a work in progress. I actually have my drill bit right here because what I've been doing is I've been installing racks in the back so I can display models for you guys. Also got the OMP, you know, Buddy RC, I should say. Decathlon, we got videos of that. Nice wood airplane. Those are at Buddy RC also. So, but yeah, it all stemmed from the original Strega here, guys. This is my original that I did all the original videos with. And I remember when this one came out, I was like, man, if we could just do a fleet of these racers, you know, holy smokes, it would be great, because we could get them, fly them around together, race them, fly them. You know, they're just so much fun. They're perfect for it. And it assembles with like 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like 7 screws, and then you put your spinner and prop on, and you're good to go. So, but now the plane is all updated. The original one, this is the original one. Here you can see, I'll zoom in here. You can see on the tail here, for example, you know, these were all, see if I can get down there. Yeah, look at that zoom action. Yeah, only on RCINFORMER here. You can see these were all clevises. The original ones were clevises, but they've gone to all ball links everywhere. So, of course, you used to have your little, you know, your screw in right here. You used to have the screw in horns. Not anymore. They're all gone. They're all glued in. So it's really, really pretty nice, the improvements that were made. And that's why, and I think this started out as a 60 amp speed controller, then it went to a 70, then it went to an 80. And we went from I think it was a 700 kV motor, 720, 770, I think. Then it went to we're at a 900 now. So anyway, like I said, ever since this first Strega, since I've flown this one still flies perfectly, still flies great. This is the one in that video, and you know, they've made improvements, and it's cool. So now the Flying Tiger racks, all made in the USA. I love to help out the US company. So if you look right down there, there's the Flying Tiger logo. I got Flying Tiger links, I think, in the description below this, so check them out. These are all made in the USA. These are awesome. These are the ones that actually, these are the ones that you actually, these are cool. Flip this out. These are the ones that you actually can adjust, which is cool. So just as an example, like I'll put it in here. This is just a demo of how these work. These are in progress because I haven't really totally finished them off yet, but you can see they just fit right up there in the rack. These are the adjustable ones, which I don't know if they're making anymore, but you can see the adjustable ones are actually hinged. So I got a battery done over there. I was charging up a battery here for today, but you can see these have, these are angled. So you can adjust the angle of these. Now for me, it's perfect because I've got back here a vaulted ceiling. So the ceiling's at an angle. So I can get my airplanes up and kind of out of the way and match the kind of the angle of the ceiling. So it's pretty slick. So these are the nicest, you know, airplane racks around, and they're a little pricey. Guys can say, they're expensive, but that's, you know, they're nice. They're aluminum. They're sweet, and I still got to put the padding on these, but I'm installing them here. I'm probably going to install them on that back wall, so when I do, you know, review videos and things like this, you guys can see planes displayed, and I'm going to put stuff kind of all over for you guys to see. So anyway, we're going to have more OMP decathlon videos too, so we'll get those out there and fly them. Get some videos for you guys out again. But I have a video on the channel already from Buddy RC, so check that out. But Flying Tiger RC, guys, U.S. company. All of us supporting U.S. company, so check them out there. Let me go back down. It's like the Starship Enterprise here. I have so many control panels here. I need all one pad. I sort of have a little bridge of switches and buttons, and like for example here, I can go to my top view. You guys can see here I am. So I've got all these remotes I control things with. So I got my phone here and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, there's my camera check for everybody. And let's see, we got, let's see, what else? Let's see what other questions there are here. What size bats for the P-51? Yeah, we just talked about that. Again, check out that video because I demonstrated in all, like I said, up to a 4,000, I think like a 400 gram battery or something I put in there. It's ridiculous. Speeds in the cell count, that's Flying Fortress RC again, about 90 mile an hour. You put a 2-blade prop on this, it'll go over well over 100, easy. So let's see. Ashton Pierre, do you have Patreon? I'll send $5. You know, I don't have Patreon. I do have set up though. I think I have. What do I have set up? I've got the super chat thing, I think, active. So if you guys want to donate money that way, you can. But like I always tell people, I said, you know, I always tell everybody, kind of save your money. I mean, I don't really, well, I would prefer guys save your money and buy yourself a plane. But use my link if you buy something, because that's a good way to support the channel. So yeah, I never say no to somebody, you know, donating money, you know, to the channel. I appreciate that. And you can do that. Like I said, there is a super chatter. It should be active on here, I think. So anybody can throw in money if they want, but I'd prefer you guys keep your money, you know, and get an airplane, get a cool plane, get it, but use my link if you do, because that supports us. That's sort of a way of almost sort of tipping us, and it doesn't cost you guys a dime. You guys get the regular price on the plane, you guys get a sale price, whatever it is, but by using my links below to buy things, we get a little commission off of that, and that to me is great, because that way I do my best to keep the channel free, so you guys get to watch everything for free. And you support the channel by getting yourself a plane. You know, I'm never going to tell you something wrong. Okay, I won't tell you something. I won't tell you something to sell a plane. Okay, I'm not really about that, which is why I named my channel RCINFORMER, because it's supposed to be information. I tell you what I think about the plane. I don't have any contract signed with anybody or any of that kind of stuff. I just promote the good stuff. If I don't have it on my channel, doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that I'm not really endorsing it because it's not something I've had. If it's on my channel, it's good, and I'm flying it. So that's pretty much the sort of the crux of the deal. So, but yeah, no, I appreciate that. Again, super chat's always appreciated, but again, use my links to buy something. That's how you support the channel. So let's see, what do we got here? Let's see, Ray's here. Yeah, ball links are, yeah, here. This is the, here, let's show you this. This is what they've done. Like, for example, here's the deal. They've moved the tail servo. And let me get some, let me do a little bit of zoom on this. Here, you know what, I'll do, let's do this. I'm going to angle this. No, wrong way. Push the wrong button. There we go. This is what they've changed on the tail here, folks. You can see how that is. Yeah, baby. I need another person here to do this, but hey, whatever. That's why I got buttons and knobs, right? Do all that pilot stuff, hitting buttons. This is how they've changed the tail from the old one to the new one. It's all ball links now. There's no screws going through everything. And they moved the servo back here. I think the old one, did the old one have a servo? Maybe it did, I don't remember. I think the old one had the servo, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was in the front of the plane, I think. Yeah, I don't remember. But anyway, so that's what you've got. Same thing, here, I'll flip it this way. Same thing with your rudder. Rudder servo is way up front, but this is all a ball link, as you can see right back there. Wings are the same right here. And as I talk about in the video I made, you can see you've got, there you go, you've got really nice ball links all the way around. You can see the hole I'm using there for the aileron, way on the inside. Oh no, I activated my desk, sorry. My desk has a mind of its own. Sometimes I touch it wrong and it starts moving up and down. But you can see right there, that's where the link you want to use for your ailerons, because you don't need any more play or any more throw than that. But super nice. Highly recommend, folks, for your wheels, and I talked about this in my flight video, put some foam tack on that E-ring so you do not lose it, okay? Foam tack or just contact cement, some rubber cement. That way you can peel it off and pull the E-ring off and replace your tire if you have to. More importantly, most importantly, your tail wheel, folks. The tail wheel is pretty critical. There it is. Sorry for the zoom. But I found that my E-ring here on all of mine are super loose. Super loose. I mean, that E-ring will probably pop right off. So that's why I put a glob of foam tack on there or whatever contact cement you might have. And that will keep the E-ring from falling off. Because if you lose that, tail wheel is going to be gone, and then you know, you're dragging a piece of wire and probably tearing the gear mount out and all that stuff. So just note that that is a loose E-ring. Stick something sticky on there to keep it on there, some sort of foam tack, contact cement, something like that. Foam tack's always been a cool sponsor of the company, of what I'm doing and stuff. They always give us glue, so foam tack's all the way, all the way in the corner. Foam tack's always supported us and given me glue free to give to you guys when I go to events. So, you know, it's good to support them. So, but anyway, let's see what else we got. Yeah, love the Strega. Yeah, Ray, I'm going to try. If these are successful, I'm still going to ask them for a Galloping Ghost. You guys know, first plane I wanted to see was Galloping Ghost. They said, yeah, we'll do it. But then somehow it got lost in translation, and you know, they made these, which are awesome. But I'd like them to release a Galloping Ghost and re-release the Strega, because the Strega is awesome. In fact, the Strega reminds me of Blue Thunder, because Blue Thunder has a really cool, you know, really similar paint job to the Strega, except that it's blue and white instead of red and white. So, and then there's your lineup, guys. There's Dago Red, which is absolutely awesome, and then there's Blue Thunder. Blue Thunder is very much, like I said, like Strega, except Strega's red and white instead of blue and white. So they're sort of good opposing color airplanes, you know, to fly around. And also, you guys might notice all the batteries around. I got some China Hobby Line batteries I'm testing out. You notice I got the logo down there for everybody to check out. These are the China Hobby Line batteries I'm going to be testing out and showing everybody. So they've been pretty cool in supporting the channel, and they'll probably support some events for us too and give us some batteries for events, I hope. And but here's one I'm going to be trying out. This one's pretty cool, guys. This one's a 6,000 70C pack, okay? And I'm going to be putting these in the big aerofoam jets for you guys to see. So I've got links for these below. So if you guys want to check these out, if you guys use the link, again, supports the channel. So do appreciate that. But there's your Blue Thunder. And of course, Voodoo. I think Voodoo is one of the coolest. Just stand out. Try and get Amy in a bikini with some kind of cool bikini to match that. So, but yeah, it's Voodoo's awesome. And if you guys watch the video I put out, you're going to see that it's a standout airplane. It's just such a cool, sort of a groovy paint job. So, but anyway, let's see what other questions we got, and then we'll get on to some more stuff. We'll get on to this unbox here. Let me see if I can get this. That's about max zoom I got there. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes manipulating all the buttons. I'm sort of a one-man band doing this all the time. It can be challenging. So let's see. What is it? Someone said, yeah. Well, like I said, I'm going to see if I can get them to bring back. Oh, the old Rock Hobby Corsair. Yeah, that would be cool to see. Yeah, that may be another racer. Like I said, if these do well, they might release some more racers again. We'll see. Guniak said the 770 motor would work with the 1010 prop on 5S. Okay, yeah, that's good to know. Because I put a two-blade prop on my original Strega, and I got it up to 104 miles an hour, so it's pretty quick. That's just with 4 cells. So someone was flying their Aeros T-33 today. Mark Adkins, yeah, it's a nice plane. Rich, do you have to come in hot? No. No tendency really to tip stall at all. And in fact, that's from radio flight RC airplanes. Watch my video. I do tons of takeoffs and landings, touch and goes, all kinds of stuff. You see that it's a very well-behaved Mustang. It has a very big wing on it. Unlike a lot of the original racing or the real racing Mustangs, some of them, especially like the Galloping Ghost, like they cut like 4 feet off the wing, the original one. So these are not that way. These are with a full P-51 wing, and of course they put this on here. This right here is a fence, a wing fence, sort of a stall fence, also sort of a vortex generator that generates airflow, okay, over the tip of your aileron. So it gives you better low-speed control by having a vortex or disturbed or turbulent wind over your tip control. So that's what gives you very good control. Now they designed that into it. That's probably not exactly, well, my desk is going nuts again. That's no doubt probably not exactly scale, okay, but they put that there. They designed that in, that fence, okay, to generate airflow, okay, over the tip of your aileron, okay, and that gives you good vortex generation, okay. It gives you good flow, and I'll flip to the other side here. Let me see, where did I go? Yeah, it might have disappeared on there. Oops, sorry about that. That gives you good airflow right there, okay, over your tip of your aileron, so you maintain really good control, okay, down to really slow speeds. And that's why if you watch the video I put out there, you know, you'll see that thing, you'll see this thing in action, doing takeoffs, landings, you know, touch and goes, where this plane is just super controllable at low speed. It's not a crazy, hard to control Mustang. It's actually very simple, very easy. You just have to understand that the first quarter to first third of throttle travel on this thing is normal takeoff and landing, kind of almost normal speed type stuff. Beyond a third throttle is like throwing the afterburner on. And you just don't want to be using that really too close to the ground. Just ease that power in, and it won't do anything crazy on you, you know. So that's really it. So let's see. No tendency to tip stall. Yeah, 4-cell. Gav Street's here. Yo! Gav's here. We might be out, Gav, if you're getting this. We might fly Mustangs tomorrow. I don't know if the grass is along there because I know it was a lake for a while, so we'll see. Anyway, oh, here, let's do this. What was I going to say? Hey, Gav, if you're there, man, why don't you be the first caller today? Give me a call and you can say hi online. If you get a chance, give me a ring and we'll talk so everybody can hear you. Gav's my wingman. He and I are flying together all the time now, or as much as we can anyway. When he's not at school and I'm not at work, we're flying together. So let's see if Gav will give me a call if he's watching. Let's see. Shadow Ops is here. Shadow Ops is in the house. All right. Shadow, you missed Amy. I know you're a fan. She was here earlier on, so you have to rewind. She came in and say hi. She'll be in some future videos too. So let's see. Where are we at? Shadow Ops. I missed, here we go. Good batteries, Rich, work great on my drone. So he's saying that the CNL, Toronto Hobby Line batteries are good. So yeah, and I'm yet to use them, but I'm getting them in a lot of things now. So and again, Shadow, if you guys don't mind, again, if you use my CNL links below, Toronto Hobby Line, it supports the channel again. Everything here is free. Let's see. EQ is here. love hearing from EQ. Eric Quinn's got a cool channel, EQRC, so check it out. He's usually doing a lot of build stuff inside. Let's see. Yeah, love that it comes with different colors. See, the issue we had in the beginning, or I had with this plane, was they only made one. And I'm like, wow, a racing plane that we can race the same color. That's why I said to just change the colors, change the paints. And this is awesome, guys. I'm so pumped that FMS really went ahead and did this. And I think, like I said, the first batch is gone already, I think. There may be a few left. I think Blue Thunder, I think they've got a couple of the Blue Thunders left, which are really sweet. If you fly with a lot of trees in the background, if you have high tree cover, like in the back, like you don't, not a lot of sky, but more tree, that plane stands out fantastic because it's white. A lot of it is white. Even the underside's totally white. So, all right, Gav, man, give me a call. I got you hot here. Give me a ring. We'll say hi. So, let's see. Let's see. EQ's here. Shadow Ops. All right. Maybe if we're still going and Amy gets back, I'll have her make another appearance. So if you guys hang out, she may show up at the end. We'll see. Let's see. Rich, you hear about the DHL crash of 75 and 777, instability on landing, issues with past something or other, past week. Yeah, I saw it, but I hadn't heard much about it. I've actually been flying all week, so I've been kind of busy, so flying, so full scale. So, but yeah, I heard and saw that. I heard they had hydraulic issues though. Oh wait, here's Gav. Gav's calling in. Hey man, what's up?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, let me know if you guys can hear Gav. I got him like right on my speaker here, so you should be able to hear it. How's it going, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Just been hanging out.
How's school? All right?
Actually pretty good.
Okay, all right, that's good. That's good. All right. Well, hey, I meant to call you and stuff, but I sent that text message to the group. We're all getting ready to, well, let's see tomorrow. I'm trying to think. Tomorrow the weather looks good for flying. Are you around?
I should be.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just have to keep looking at the weather.
Okay. The only thing I don't know is I think the wind is good. The weather's going to be good. I just don't know how the field conditions are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, didn't it rain the other day?
Well, yeah, but it's not that so much. What I'm worried about is have they mowed the grass? You know what I mean? Because sometimes when it's raining like all of this time, and they don't mow it, then it's kind of tall and it's a little harder on these little wheels. Me and Gav, guys, we're getting ready to go fly these all together with a bunch of other guys. We've been trying, but it's just the weather's been, we get to the weekend and like it's rained, the field's underwater, or it's too windy or both. And so yeah, man. So we got the Phantom here. You ready? All right, I'm going to get this Phantom together. I got to have you come to the house one of these days when I do one of these unboxes. We can kind of do it together.
Yeah, let me know, man. I'm always down.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so busy. I didn't even set up this live stream till yesterday because, guys, I'm busy a lot of times. Sometimes I don't know if I can do a live stream until I get right before and go, oh, okay, I can do it, So just because of, kids and all that kind of stuff and work. So, yeah. Gav and I are, we've been teaming up and flying together a lot lately. So anyway, anything else going on?
Not really. I haven't been flying too much. I've been fishing a lot.
Oh, fishing, yeah. Well, it's been too windy to fly.
Yeah,
so
really.
Fishing is good. So, guys, after this Phantom, you know what I need to do, dude? I think I need to have you come for sure, probably for the Hornet.
Oh, yeah.
When I do the Hornet. The F-18 is like Gav's plane. The F-18 and the F-16, that's kind of his weapon of choice. So, can you guys hear Gav okay? Can you guys hear him? I'm holding it up to my microphone, so it's showing on my little LED, my little volume bar there. So, yeah, Shadow Up said commercial pilot and kids means busy. Yeah. So, Amy and I are going out to dinner right after we do this too. So, yeah. Anyway, so have you flown anything lately?
Not since the last time we flew. No, I gotta start flying.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get out there. Like I said, hopefully, let's shoot for tomorrow. Let's see what happens. I'm trying to get a hold of Steve and see if he can, he can get in on all this. So he can film us. Hey, are you watching the screen right now?
No, let me pull it up.
No, that's all right. I'm just wondering if you're getting a lag from where you're at. He's out on the East Coast, so he's probably 30 minutes from me. So no, about 30 minutes or so. Let's see. Atkins is saying mode 1. Let's see. Mark, where do you live? Okay, Mark Atkins says he's in Doncaster. Mark, where was that exactly? Is that UK? Let's see. Mike Bird's Taunton, Summer Street. We know where those guys are. So I'm just curious if you get a lag from where you are.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna pull it up on my TV right now.
That's all right. I'm just curious to see how you get how you're getting that. So let me see what I got going on here for. All right, we got 40 guys here. 40 guys watching. That's not bad for.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad for a Saturday for a Saturday afternoon. So guys are here. Yeah, I'm getting ready to pull this out of the box. I think we're going to do that next here. So
you need an afterburner for that thing.
Yeah, actually, I got some new afterburners coming too.
5280 RC ones.
Well, those 5280 RC does some nice burners. Yeah, Ray Guniak, he does. That's what I have in most of my stuff is the Guniak stuff, and I got Ray. Let's see, I got Ray. Ray's on the screen right over here, all the way on the left side there. So, but no, this is actually a new one. This is actually a new one that's lighter and less expensive than some of the others, and it's an easy installation. So that's coming, guys. So stay tuned. We're gonna have a new afterburner for you guys to show you guys here soon. So we'll get that out there. If you can't pull it up, don't worry about it. I was just wondering if you.
I'm getting a decent amount of lag from here.
Oh, are you? Okay, just wondering. Because I think your voice is coming through pretty good. I don't think anybody's saying that there's any issue with sound. Everyone says they hear him great. Flying Fortress says they hear you fine. So, and that's because I got the volume. I'm holding my phone. I don't know if you can see. I'm just holding my phone right up to the microphone, on my lapel here. So,
yeah.
So anyway,
the Mustang's looking good.
Yeah, pretty slick, huh? So, yeah, we'll get them all out there. I got to put up the gear after the show, throw them in the car, in the trailer, and, get them ready to come out there. And I'm making some mods to my Super Scorpion. So we're going to fly that Super Scorpion again. I got it up to 130. So.
Yeah, when I broke it, just pretend that didn't.
What's that?
Remember how I broke the canopy hat?
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, well, I got to stick a knife in it to get it to. Yeah, it was already broken. It was flexing, so I was holding it a certain way, and I forgot to tell you. Oh yeah, when you move it back, slide it a certain way, so because you could feel it flexing. It was already halfway busted. You just completely busted it. So it's all good though. No worries. But I put some cheater holes and things in it because we did a $130 with it, and light speed's too slow, so I'm trying to get to ludicrous speed with it. So we're at sea level, so the air's thick here. So, but 130 is not bad. I did that on the telemetry or the GPS device. So I'm going to try and make it go faster. I got a lot more cheater holes and things in it to suck in some more air, and we'll see if we can get it to go quicker. So
yeah.
So anyway,
actually,
I'll let you. Sure. What's that?
I think more cheater holes makes it slower. Or does
it not? I don't know. It depends. It depends because sometimes if it's not breathing well enough, it doesn't get enough air to throw out the back. Other times you're right. Sometimes you need the ram air pressure, at higher speed to feed it and get it faster. But it just seems to me like and also it's a hobby, so I'm kind of experimenting. The thing I noticed too is that when I power it up, and here's one of the keys I use. When I power up the airplane, and I try to take the canopy off, the canopy is sucking. There's a vacuum in there because there's a cooling hole in the front usually.
Yeah.
So that tells me it's trying to get more air. Okay, and then I widened up the holes in the bifurcation and all that, and the front hole and all that to get more air in, and then I powered it up on the test bench, and I couldn't even get the canopy off. Without the latch, I could physically not, I'd have to almost damage the canopy to remove it. And the reason for that is there's such a tremendous vacuum kind of pulling through there, Yeah. And what that tells me is the plane's starving for air.
Yeah,
it's not getting it. So anyway, and you know how a lot of planes, you got a grill on the underside, cheater holes, like your F-16. Your F-16's got cheater holes on the side. It's got, because these fans sometimes don't get, so I'm experimenting with it. I put a ton of holes all over it to get just extra air in. And like I said, best speed. What's that?
They're also good for like low end power.
Well,
for
that's
low
true, and who knows? I may not go any faster with it. I don't know. It may not go any faster with the holes in it, but it might. Let's see what it does. That's why I did it. I'm just trying it out.
That's
You
what
know?
testing's for.
What's that?
That's what testing's for.
Yeah, that's it. So I opened it all up. It's just about ready to go. So I'm gonna try and bring it out. If we go tomorrow, definitely I'm gonna try and bring it out there so we can see how kind of fast it goes. So on the GPS anyway, we'll see what it does. So I think the wind's only supposed to be like 8 to 10 tomorrow. So anyway, all right, X-Fly A10. Somebody asked about that. Actually, we filmed it, me and Gavin. I just haven't had a chance to put the video out. We actually filmed it last year. I got to throw it up there. So, yeah, I know. Me and Gav flew it. Gav flew the crap out of it at that that Ocala event. So, yeah, I just got to piece it together and get it out there, and I'll throw it out there here pretty soon. So, but anyway, Gav, hey man, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna get to unboxing this thing.
All right, I'll be watching it.
All right, man, and we'll do the Hornet maybe next week or something. So we'll
I'm down.
we'll see how it goes. All right, man.
Yep.
All right, I'll let you go. Talk to you later.
All right, later,
man. See ya. Bye. All right, that's Gav Street, guys. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I think it's time for unboxing because I want to get this plane together. I picked the Phantom because it's pretty easy to get together, airplane. So let me do this. I got everybody here. Everybody's here. Let's get to unboxing this thing. Let me see if I can show you guys while I'm doing this here. I'm going to try to put, let me see. Tell you what, I'm going to swap these airplanes real quick. I'm going to put, oh, you know what? I'm just going to put it up here. You guys can see me doing this. Part of the reason I'm doing this, and I'm putting airplanes back here on these Flying Tiger racks, is because I want everybody to be able to see the airplanes in the racks. And when I do future videos, I'll be able to display these all for you. So again, Flying Tiger RC, I think I got the link below. I'm not sure. So I don't really do any commission or anything with Flying Tiger RC. It's just that he makes a great product, and it's organized my shop beyond belief. And it's just a very nice, neat storage, organization system. So for now, let me take the Mustang here. Oh, I'm going to show you one more thing real fast. This is my setup with this thing that you guys can see, and I showed this in the flying video, I think. The cockpit on this plane has evolved to the point where it's very organized in here, okay, the way they have it. The reflex is set up in the right place. If you have, just a standard, receiver in there, like this is a Hobby King, orange, whatever, 7-channel or whatever. It fits right nicely in here, and it doesn't interfere with the battery area, back in the front here or anything. And then right here, I've got one antenna mounted there, just taped. And I've got the other antenna in the back here, which I'm going to kind of angle this so you can see. Let's see if I can get that without smacking the other camera up there. I've got it right here. I've got it kind of just taped. Here, let me see if I can turn it this way. I've got it taped along this back wall right here. It just goes along there. And then I kind of buried it, used a hobby knife, and I cut down into there, and you can see where that second wire. It just runs right back there. So this thing just works great because the reflex is already in it. You've got a really nice setup in there, nice and stable. You can see back there where the servo is. That's where the elevator servo, I think, used to be on the original version, but they moved it to the back. And then they've got that really nice set screw back there, and that's for just adjusting your tail wheel. So you set up your flight rudder and just using one screw, you adjust your tail wheel so it's centered, and you're good to go. So, and then I just recently put that video out, actually the other day, about a day or two ago, where to show you how to make wider straps for this plane that accommodate, wider batteries. So I sent that off to the factory, hoping in the future versions, they'll just widen the straps, put straps farther apart. But it's a very neat, clean, organized, if you guys want to use like a Spectrum receiver, a stabilized receiver, you have to pull the reflex out. Okay, the reflex, you don't want to use it with another stabilizer. So, but in this case, that's the beauty of it, is you can put an inexpensive receiver in this, and you've got stabilization built in with, pre-programmed gains in this thing. So, that's what it was intended for, to let you use an inexpensive receiver, still have stabilization and all that. So let's put this away. And again, this is organized my life here, guys. These I can't get that thing in there. There it is. All these Flying Tiger stands, and you can see I'm just going to throw this right up here. I haven't put the pads on this, so I got to be careful I'm not scratching up my wings. because I got to put pads on these things. But for now, they're actually, even without the pads, it's not going to really harm these things. I really like these in particular, guys, because these are the ones that you can angle. These are adjustable, so I can angle these up to match my vaulted ceiling. Okay, and then I can also, if I want to array, bring it flat or get the airplane down. Here, I'll turn around this way so you can see this one. If I need to get the airplane down or move them closer together, I can just move these down, okay, just to get the airplane out. It's awesome. The adjustability of these things is incredible. So again, check these out, guys. Flying Tiger RC. Put that back up to get it out of the way. And there you go. Awesome planes. So I'm going to make one quick mention of another company because I haven't gotten, and you notice down here at the bottom, in fact, right here, Reefs RC. They're mostly a car company, but they have some servos there, and I'm getting ready to show you these, and they have really cool connectors and stuff. I'm getting ready to show you guys some of these things. I may put these in the tail of something, but let me lower this down just a little bit. Reefs RC makes some fantastic servos, and I'm getting ready to put these in something, but I want to give them a kind of a shout out because I met them at the USTE event. They have these micro servos that are like 100 ounces of torque. This is called a 99 micro, okay? I think it's 99 ounces of torque, okay? Mostly for cars, so you have to be careful you don't overload your BEC with these or something. That's my only concern. But check these out. These are beautiful. These are aluminum. In fact, you know what? Let me go to my upper camera here, and I'll show you all these things. These are nice. Let me see if I can get in on these a little bit better. Yeah, Reefs RC, man. They make some, again, a car company, but man, they make some nice servos. So, and this is their tiny micro, and it's almost the exact same size as like the 9 gram that come in the FMS and a lot of the E-Flight airplanes, but it's just boatloads of torque. What's up, baby? Yeah, sure, yeah. My daughters just came upstairs to say hi to me there. So, but anyway, there you go, guys. Reefs RC, again, 99 ounces of torque. The specs comes with servo arms and stuff. And then here, let's see. Let's look at what the specs are. You can see that 89 ounces of torque on 6 volts, more than enough. 99 on 7.4, 115 out of this out of this little servo. I mean, that's impressive. So if you have tail servos, stabilators or something, you need a lot of power in a small package. This is awesome. They're heavy, a little heavy because they're all aluminum. The whole case is metal. There's nothing plastic, I think, on this thing at all, except for, the connector, of course. But yeah, 99 micro, baby. So again, mostly a car servo. I'll be trying these out and showing them to y'all. So, stay tuned, and I'll be mentioning some of these and showing some installations of these. And then they also have real nice connectors too. I'll show you these. These are lockable connectors that they have at Reefs RC. So, and these have this locking tab. You guys can see that. This is a different kind of locking tab. A lot of them are on the sides, but this one's got a locking tab on one end of it. In fact, let me pull that one out. This is a 3-inch one. This is cool. I'm just show and telling with you guys, showing you some of the cool stuff that's out there. You can see the tab on this. You can see how nice how that locks in, and different design. Instead of coming from the 2 sides, like right here, it's coming from here, which is nice. So actually, let me lock one of these in. Let's see how that goes in there. Let's see if I got that. Nope, it's this way. So you can see the gist of how this works. Again, from Reefs RC, super nice. Let me get this to focus. There we go. Yeah, it locks in that way. So very cool, very nice. Again, check it out. Check it out right there. Reefs RC. There's the logo. I stuck it on there. These guys are cool enough to let me try out a couple of servos, so I'm gonna give these a shot. So check them out. Check them out online. Reefs RC. So we'll be getting to this stuff. I'll show you guys all these things as the days go on. I just got to get them in something, and I think I know what I'm going to use them in. Okay, so, and I'm planning to put 2 of them in something, so we'll see. Something that goes really fast, so that needs a lot of torque and that kind of thing. So let me get these back in here. I'm going to put all this stuff away, and I'm keeping them in this bag because sometimes I misplace some of these things, so I don't keep them together. So got 50 guys watching. I appreciate everybody coming. So actually, here it is right here. I'll give you guys the lowdown here. Reefs. There it is. Reefs RC. Check them out. Again, I met these guys at the USTE. Super nice guys. So there's the info on it. And in fact, you know what? I can throw that up there for everybody. Let me just very quickly, let me throw it up, throw it out there for you. Like I said, these guys are so cool at the car event. Again, my first car event was the USTE, and everybody there was super, super cool. So there's 5280 RC. There's Jay Bauer. He makes that lighting kit, which I still have to put into my Radian glider. He makes that Radian glider control module, so you can control the lights in flight. The Night Radian. Ray at Guniac there. There's Flying Tiger RC. Check them out. China Hobby Line. And there's Turbines RC, guys. Buddy RC. Where's Reefs? I thought I had Reefs up here. What the heck? Hobby Zone. There's Banana Hobby. There's my videos of MB339, Fair RC. Why do I not have Reefs? I thought I threw Reefs up there. We're going to find it. REFS, Reefs RC. Let's go there. Man, how come I don't? I thought I had that one saved up here. Let's go. So there you go. There's Reefs RC. Again, they show you they got fantastic servos. They're just monstrous servos. So check their stuff out, guys. Really cool. Let's see. News and information at RC Informer here. So anyway, super cool guys. That's the thing. They're really nice. Like again, gave me a couple servos to try out, and I'll be getting those in something. Show you guys. I'm going to put it back here with my Mustangs, and we're going to get on to this unboxing. So let's get to that. Let me get this window closed there, and let me get y'all's chat log back up there so I can see what y'all are chatting about. Yeah, that's a lot of torque. Like I said, my only concern with that servo, with that thing, is exceeding the BEC limit. So you got to do some testing. If it's got that much torque, I doubt the control surface that we're using with foam airplanes. I seriously doubt that that you're going to use that much torque. But if that thing's pulling that much torque, it's probably loading your BEC. So you got to check the BEC, and that's one of the things I'm going to be testing out and trying. So let's see. Let me look real quick and see a couple other home eating lunch and working on my project, which reminds me I've got my Zip Fizz drink here. I'm a little thirsty here. Let me answer a few more questions. We'll get the unbox because there's just a few more. Looking better when you were making slots. Let's see. Guys, I use that slot technique for almost all my planes when a battery doesn't fit for some reason. My Aerofoam big jets, I put all slots in all those because you get 4 pounds of batteries in that plane, which when you load it up with G's becomes like, 10 or 20 pounds of batteries, and there's one strap to hold that in. So I got 4 strap slots in all of those, and so I use that technique. It's perfect. Reflex works fine. From Mike Bird is saying, oh, Chris A is in the house. He's asking thoughts on the new Freewing B2. That plane is beautiful. That plane is, it's awesome. And plus it comes in the box that you can transport it in. So it's flat. It comes in like 3 or 4 pieces. So you've got your main fuselage, you've got your wing panels that slide in, and you've got a little tail piece that goes on, which I would make magnetic so you can remove that and you still transport it in the box. Otherwise you have to cut a hole in the box or something to transport it. But you can probably magnetize that. 1 battery, beautiful airplane. But you just have to understand though that it's a scale airplane. It's not really something you're going to do loops, rolls, hammerheads. You're going to fly it around. You're going to take off. You're going to land. It's kind of like Draco. Draco is a plane that a lot of guys are like, oh, I can't do anything with this. It's like, well, it's a short takeoff and landing airplane. It's super scale. It's got 17 lights all over it. It's awesome. If you want it, get it. You will not go wrong with it. Probably same thing with a B2. You're not going to go wrong. Just understand it's a scale airplane. That's what it's for. It's just for flying around, and it's a beautiful. It looks like a beautiful flying airplane. I hadn't flown it, but it's got drag rudders. It's got light package around it. It's awesome. I'm kind of surprised they're not sold out on them. They're probably close to it, but it is a very nice airplane. It's beautiful. I can't, nothing bad to say about it. I just got to get my hands on one hopefully and fly one of them. So let's see. Yeah, Reefs makes great servos. That's some Shadow Ops. Only Reef servos in my crawlers. Yeah, 7.4. Oh, you only use Reefs. Yeah. Super nice, guys. Yeah, and that, like I said, that servo, it's a little tall, but otherwise it's almost the same dimensions as like a 9 or 13 gram servo that FMS makes. So with high loads, high speeds, like my Scorpion, I think that might be the plane that I put those in the tail because I might need some extra torque. You start going fast with a plane like that, all that Shadow Ops says Shadow. I'm gonna have to send Shadow Ops a hot hat. He's always talking to me. Send me your address, man. I'll send you a hat. RCINFORMER hat. Zip Fizz is good stuff. Yeah, I buy this by the case at Costco, so the big box of them. But anyway, yeah, those Reef servos, man. They, like I said, same size as a 9 gram or a 16 or a 13 gram FMS, but it should fit right in the same slot. Maybe a tiny modification, but anyway, high torque app. You get zooming down range fast in an airplane. All that airflow over the elevator or the ailerons, especially mostly the elevator, it can stall out the movement. All that airflow in that elevator may not be able to move, especially if it's a big stabilizer. It may not be able to move it because there's so much. You get going really fast, you start pulling back on the stick. The airplane's not really pitching up because the servo's stalled. There's too much load. So you either need a higher torque servo or you need to move the servo in a notch, like the horn where the Z bend on the servo end. You got to move that inward a little bit, and then you get more torque out of the servo. So, or farther out, you'll start losing torque, and your servo can't hack it. So, let's see. Shadow Up said, real one is flat and big. Reason the B2 is so stealthy. Yeah, because it's just thin, guys. Radar can't pick it up, and it's got all that radar absorbing paint, and it's got the scoops that you can't see the fan blades. Exhaust is all kind of mixed with diffusers and things, so it just kind of comes out of that slot and doesn't make a lot of signature and stuff. So yeah, even the paint, like I said, the paint absorbs radar. All right, guys, we talked about enough. Let's get it out of the box. Let's put some batteries up. Let's see what we got. We got Reef stickers on everything. I put Reef stickers on my my flight case too for my radio case. So here, let me put this away. Let me get some of these remotes out of the way. Yeah, man, I need like a, well, actually, it is like I have a Starship Enterprise dashboard right here, so I can like control everything, even my top view and all that stuff. So, all right, guys, here it is. All right, Chinese market airplanes. These are cool. I'm going to be shooting some video, guys. For the FMS folks, just to get my friends over there, to get them some good flying video to use in some videos and stuff. So we're gonna be showing you guys all that kind of stuff. Awesome plane. So FMS right here, 80 millimeter F-4 and some Chinese stuff here, and there's some more Chinese stuff. All I can read there is EPO. So I don't have any. This is 80 millimeter, folks. 2100 kV. More techno babble Chinese that I can't read. So, and then here's the side of this. So 80 millimeter. I do know it is 2100 kV. So you can see right here. Here, I'll zoom. See if I can zoom in here for everybody here. We'll look at the technical specs there in Chinese. There we go. So 910 millimeter length. I think we can interpret that. 1364 on the wingspan, or sorry, wingspan's 910. Length is 1364. 2,900 grams. 2,100 kV motor. There it is, guys. 100 amp speed controller, 13 gram and 23 gram servos. Shows you, it looks like that's the CG 180 to 190. 80 millimeter Pro. And I think that's meant to be, well, we know what that is. Pro 12 blade fan. That's what that is. 4 to 5,000 6S pack. So 6S powered monster Phantom. It's just awesome. So there's the side of the box, and here's this side of the box. And let's get this thing out of here. This is cool because it shows you all the parts layout. I'll look at that real quick. I think this just assembles with, strangely enough, like only 6 screws. So very, very cool. Paint job is the USS Enterprise, guys. The Puking Dogs is what that is. Now, I heard the story on that. I think it's true. But the Puking Dogs name came from, I think, right here. This thing right here, which I think was intended to be a griffin, I think, or a Greek, or some symbol or whatever. And I think the story I heard, and it could be wrong, is that you know, the guys were having a party or something, Navy pilots, and one of the wives saw that or something and said, that looks like a puking dog. That's the story I heard, and that's kind of where that squadron name came from or whatever. So I don't know if it's true, but hey, that's what I heard. It was on the internet, so it must be true, right? All right, let's get this out of here. I'm pumped, man. I've been wanting to see what this looks like. This is probably the only channel, one of the few channels you're gonna probably, you know, see something like this, you know, on. So, you know, these kind of non-U.S. market planes. So I asked if we could show this, and they said, yeah, no problem. So I'm just showing it to you guys, just so you can see it. Again, it's not a U.S. market plane, but I just wanted to show everybody and see what it looks like, and you guys can check it out. So throw that down there. And that's what we got. Let's see if I go to the upper view here. You all can see how this looks in the box. I'm losing my cover here from my table here. But yeah, here we go. Let's go full zoom and see if I can get this, no, we already are full zoom. I'm already down all the way. Let me get this down. Get my desk all the way fully down. You can see what it looks like from the top. You got your vertical right here. Looks like we got missiles, drop tanks, wing right here, nose cone all the way over on this side. Let me switch views just because it is kind of a big box. Yeah, check that out. Very nice. So here's your nose cone right in there. And let's get all this stuff out of here. Let's pull this tape. Like I said, I have not even pulled the tape on this one. We've got some instructions right here on the Phantom, right there. See what we got? It's got reflex instructions there for you because it's got reflex in it, and it shows the assembly of this thing. So let's get the wings out. Very nice. Look at that. Sweet. Ooh, nice navy gray. Wingtip light. Let me see if I can get us a top view. You guys can see what that looks like. Very cool. Look at that. We'll go over all these parts here in just a second. There's your plugins right here for all your connections and stuff. Let's get all the parts out first. Let's push some batteries away there. We'll get these all, yep, see I haven't even had the tape off. Haven't even pulled this out, guys. This is all new. Y'all are seeing it live here as it happens. 61 guys watching. I want to thank everyone for coming. I really appreciate y'all coming to stop by and see what we got here. Again, you're probably not going to see this almost anywhere else. So very cool. Very nice. Yeah, I like looking at that stuff. Let's see. A lot of inserts. This is cool. A lot of inserts to keep the plane pretty safe and protected. Get all that stuff in there. Yeah, this is big. Here, check this out. You guys got to see this, how nice this is. It's packaged very well. Okay? See, it's just sitting in there. They've got some foam where it needs to be to cover over it. USS Enterprise. I like the livery on that. That's very, very cool. So let's get this off of here. We've got our wing spar. It looks like a fiberglass. It's tough, though. It's nice and thick. Looks like about 10 millimeters or so. Put that up here. And let's take this off. Get that out of there. Our vertical. Oh, I love this paint job. This is nice. Look at that. That's slick. The light blue and the gray and the white. Very, very cool model. Oh, I like that. You can see, actually, you can see the hinges are orange. They're buried in there, but you can kind of see it through there. So that's just something I'm noting looking at it. Lots of drop tanks. Let's pull these out of here. Lots of drop tanks that can go on this thing. Slide those back. And let me see. Get this one. Man, there's lots of drop tanks on this thing. Look, this one. Let me see. We're going to pull some missiles. Let's see. It's got some missile hard points here. Get that taped on. This and this. Okay. Those are nice. Nice. They're not painted. The white parts on this plane are not painted. I'd love to see them painted, but you know, it does keep costs down. And you know, when it's going by at 100 miles an hour, you can't see whether it's painted white or not. Real nice nose cone, hard tip, magnet in there. Very cool. All right, here we go. Let's get the horizontals. What I like about this Phantom in comparison to other Phantoms on the market is that you do not need to line these up. They have flat spots on both sides. So they plug right in, put a screw in, no need to get the two aligned. They're lined up perfectly as is. So no brain work, no alignment, nothing. You just stick them on and screw them in place. Bag of screws, put that up here. And then here we go. Here, I'll go to the top view here. You guys can see how that looks in there. That's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that paint job, man. USS Enterprise, baby. I dig this paint job. That is nice. All right, let's get it out of here. Switched back to the regular view. Yeah, let me flip, here, let me get these out of here. This one's acting like a crutch here. Pull this out of here. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Look how slick that is. That is cool. Yeah, I like the paint job. Puking dogs, baby. Yeah, I like the gray, the blue, the black. Very contrasty. Very nice. Here, let's get, let me pull this thing up here. Let me look through here, make sure. I don't think there's any other parts in here. I think that's it. So for now, I'm going to throw this down here into the void, and I'm going to put this. I'm looking around for a stand because I don't think I brought a stand here. Yeah, that's nice. It's got some missiles kind of under here already attached, or they're glued in, or actually they're molded in. No, those might be glued separate. I think those are separately glued. So if you wanted to remove those, you probably could yank them out of there. Again, like we were talking about before, cheater hole, really nice. Wow, this is slick. I think this is cool. All right, here, let me put this down really fast. I'm going to walk over here, see if I can obtain a stand here that will work. They just happen to have, sorry about that, guys, got the cruising stand. So let's get this on here. This is just something to put it on. It's not critical. This actually fits pretty nicely flat on here. But yeah, that's slick. I like that. See if you guys got any questions. Let's see. Yeah, I like this thing. Look at this. Here, let me zoom in on that fuse. You guys can check it out. Very, very cool. Very cool. This would actually be great with an Ernst stand. It actually fits nicely on here, but in fact, let me do this. Let me get an Ernst stand because I'm curious to try this on an Ernst stand. This is nice for the table, but here, let's see. Let me zoom. You guys can see this, how this looks. Let me just give you all a zoom in on that deal. Yeah, that's slick. Look at that. I'm pulling up my cover, my table cover again. Look at that. That's nice. And let me throw, in fact, let me do, oh, yeah, that might fall off. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me get an Ernst stand. This is okay, but it does fit on this. Some of these stands are good for some things and some are not, you know. This one's usually good for a little bit smaller models. I mean, it sits on here okay, but I think my Ernst stand would be safer instead of flipping this thing off of here. So I'm just going to go over here for a second, working on my Scorpion here. So I'm going to pull that off of its stand for right now. Give me a second. Let me just pull this. Hopefully you guys can still hear me all right. Put this down. There it is. I'm going to grab my Ernst stand here. Let's go with that. These are really good, these mega stands. I got links for those below. So check that out. Let's put that on there. Yeah, that's a little better. A little bit better. Yeah, it supports it a little bit better. I mean, this stand is good, but again, it's not for every airplane. It just depends on what you're doing, sort of. So let me put this over here. Got boxes everywhere. All right, there we go. Let's see. Put this, all right, it's teetering on disaster right there on the edge of my table. So let me carefully pull this onto the center of the table. That's why I got shelf liner on my desk to keep things from sliding. It's actually a glass desk of all things. So, but yeah, that is nice. Let's see, you guys got any questions about this? Let's see. Gear doors look better when the E-Flight chicken legs, laugh out loud. Yeah, it's I think this is cool, man. I like this. Nice paint job. Let's see, get behind a bit and you'll definitely hear it. Let's see, been watching your videos for years, finally getting ready to go. Again, after 20 years. That's from Tony Jenkins, man. Hey, thanks for watching. You know, thanks for coming by. I try to put as much good info as I can for everybody. Let's see. Gear doors look better. Yeah, those in the E-Flight chicken legs. Sure does look like the E-Flight F-4. let's see, on the big screen now, Shadow Ops. Okay, he's on the big screen. Yeah, Flying Fortress said, love F4s, especially UF Air Force Camos one. So let's see. Any different from the previous F4? Well, I know this one has a 2100 kV in it, so I know it's got lots of power. So what else we got? We should all make sure to give thumbs up. That's from Brett Archibald. Yeah, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Anytime you guys put a like or a thumbs up, that really does help out a lot, man. That really, like I said, it forces the YouTube algorithm to share the videos to more places. So that really does help me out a lot. It's free to do, and that really helps out. Yeah, I like this thing, man. This is a nice plane. Let me zoom. Yeah, I'll see if I can zoom in so you guys can really see it better. I wonder if the nose cone is the same. Here, let's see. There you go. Look at that. That's slick. Here, let me grab the nose cone. Nose cone's just magnetic here, folks. It just goes right on like that. There you go. There's your Phantom. Yeehaw. Nice. Very nice. Let's see what else. Anybody got any other questions? Yeah, it looks real nice. Someone says Delta 767. Where can I get one? Again, guys, it's a domestic China market airplane only. I'm just making videos of it. But I thought I'd share it with you because it's cool, you know, and I talked to the factory. They said, yeah, no problem. You can show it off, you know, and that's all I'm demoing. But it's not a U.S. airplane. It's not a perhaps if there's enough requests, you know, who knows? It could happen, but you guys just have to ask for it. So Ian Bowen is here. All right. I think Ian Bowen's, I keep forgetting, he's in the UK too, I think. He's overseas. Let's see, had to switch from my phone to the TV, Shadow Ops, yeah. Yeah, it's nice to watch a bigger screen, and we are going to get this together. No, it's like I said, it's not available. I was asked from a Robert Williams if it'll be available here. Right now, no, or Robert Wilson, sorry, that's my eyesight, not your writing. Right now, it's not. Like I said, it's a domestic China market only airplane, but I'm showing it off because I asked if I could, and they said, yeah, you can. Because I'm making videos for the FMS factory with this so they can have some flight videos and stuff to show off and all of that. But beautiful, beautiful airplane. We're going to slap it together here. So let's see. No, I don't have any links to get it. They're just, it's like I said, it's a Chinese market plane. So like I said, I'm hoping maybe if people start making enough requests, you know, they may make a production run for the U.S. That's very possible. Nothing that I have any control over or anything, but I'm just sort of, today's like a show and tell day to guys show you something that's a little different that is not really in the U.S., but check that out. That is just slick. Just slick. So I think we'll get the tail on first, but yeah, let me just review. I'll just go over the parts, just kind of show you this. This is nice, man. It's just always been an impressive plane, and this paint job, it's very, very cool. So we got wheel lights here, folks. Here's your landing gear, nose gear door. You got landing lights, got good ventilation and intake in there. You got these missiles glued on. Cheater holes down the bottom. You've got slots right here for ordnance, okay, and that's the center tank that fits on there. You got your tail cones there, okay, and this is what's really nice about this airplane is the tail setup. They've got the tail set up here so that what it is you can see on the aluminum here, there's a flat spot on the bottom and the top. You see that? So when you put your elevator on, it just plugs in one way. There's no adjustability to it, so they're both parallel. You don't have to jack with it. You just put it on and you're good to go. Is your slot here for your vertical. You can see your elevator horn already set up and then they're ready to go. So they got it on the inner hole, so that's where it belongs. But you can see those flat spots there. And one screw goes all the way through. There's not a friction mount for this. So not only do you have two flat spots that line this up perfectly, but you also have a screw that threads all the way through. And there's no friction mount for these. There's no tweaking or adjusting. They're parallel right out of once you put them together. So there's your screw slot to get your vertical on. So I'm noticing 50 guys are still here, so I really appreciate that. Little crinkle in the sticker here, but I can probably iron that and push that back down or something. I'll mess with that as I get along with it. So, but really, really cool. USS Enterprise, baby. USS Enterprise. I love it, man. Cool paint job. Puking dogs right there. So, and then you go to the front. Nice intake detail. Let me pan out just a little bit here. And nice stickers. Look at that. That's a Phantom, baby. F-4 Phantom. Gotta love it. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. We got some pilots in there. Let's see. There's your, we go to this side. And, yeah, real nice. Again, magnetic nose cone. So, comes on and off. So, plastic front tip. You know, this is all, see the front end of it's plastic right here from here to here. Here to here, I guess I should say. So, yeah, very, very cool. Nice detail all the way around. Your wings, you've got up front here. Nice wing plugins. These are all metal threads. I'm trying not to drop this on the floor. Nice metal threads going through there. You've got your spar slot right here. And you've got your connectors right here. Okay, 3 connectors. Probably for your landing gear, aileron, lights, flaps, that sort of stuff. So yeah, very, very cool. So I'm gonna put this thing, the fuselage. Oh, let me look in the inside here. Got a nice latch. So let me zoom in on that. Let's see what that looks like. Real nice latch right here. Let me grab that and kind of lift it up there. You got some ventilation for your canopy. Pilots are screwed in, or one pilot. There's only one dude in there. And there's some wood backer for, oh, there's a rear pilot slot that undoes, but they didn't put a pilot there. For some reason, there's no second pilot in there. So you guys can screw in a second pilot and remove that hatch there and put in a second pilot in there if you want. Maybe they were saving weight or something, who knows, but if you guys want a Rio, you can stick them in there. So there's your setup there with your reflex in it. So let's see what that is. That's a that might be an older reflex actually in there. This may be an older model. So there's a reflex right in there. Just hook everything up. There's your inside. Let me see if I can go to my top view here. Show you all that maybe a little better. So let me flip it this way so we can get in there. So we've got an XT90 in there, and there's your battery compartment, battery area, Velcro, which I'll be pulling that out of there. Strap slots look pretty nice. They got them pretty much almost all the way to the edge, so I think they did a good job on that. But here's all your connections. So your receiver goes right up here, so it's all ready to go. There's probably landing gear sequencing board, I'm guessing. Not sure what that plugs into, or light board or something or other. Not 100% sure, but nice wood tray, 2 batteries, so it's ready to go. Nice latch, it's ready to go. Yeah, very cool. Lots of space in the back to put your battery. If you need to put your battery all the way in the back, you can. You know, push it all the way back there if you got something heavy. So this will take up to a 7,000 pack even. So, but yeah, beautiful airplane. Yeah, super, super nice. Really digging this. Yeah, I'm impressed. Yeah, it looks like they had another slot here for something. Not sure what that is. But yeah, real clean canopy. Everything's set up, like I said, ready to go. If you needed to move the reflex, probably could even move it up a little bit, I guess, if you needed more battery space up forward, like if you ran a light battery. But I'm guessing that you don't need to, battery doesn't really need to be there. So if I have to move the reflex, I will, but I'll just move it up or something. But I'll play with that as I get into doing this. But yeah, check it out. I mean, you just can't, this is cool as heck. So anyway, let me switch back to my regularly scheduled view, regular program there. And let me get the canopy back on. Yeah, this is nice. We'll get it together. We'll get the landing gear down. Snap that on. Very slick, very sharp. Yeah, I'm digging this paint job. I definitely like the colors. The colors are fantastic. All right, let's get this kind of down here for a second. Get in on a couple of the other parts here. Put that down there. So, got vertical stabilizers. We got wings. We got missiles. We saw the missiles. We know what those look like pretty much. So we've got horizontals to put on. Again, real simple to get this all together. Wing spar, that kind of stuff. So essentially, here's your wing. The wing detail, super nice. Give you guys some close-ups on that. There's your wing light. It's kind of clad in plastic there. We got nice detail going down the wing. Little box damage there, probably from shipping. Came from China, so it's going to happen a little bit. But I might run a heat gun on that or something, or use a steamer or something, get that out of there. Nice plastic doublers that go into the airplane receiver. There's your wing spar tube area. You see, I can your receiver tube anyway, you could call it. You see that goes in. That's nice and tight, nice tight fit. Not much play in there at all. Got nice doublers, landing gear, nice wheel. This wheel is on a lot of planes, Super Scorpion, A-10. I put these on my F-14, my Freewing F-14, because they're almost similar to what a Tomcat wheel looks like, very, very close. And they're a little bigger, so they roll wet better. Little hard, so they're good on grass, too. They're foam, but they're a little tough. So servo boxes, rods, horns, linkages, all installed. Got your connectors here ready to plug in and go. I might tighten those a bit. Just check them out. You always want to check those, make sure they're tight. But there's your underside of your wing. Again, it's not painted. I wish they painted it white, but you know, again, guys, white's white. Plane does 100 miles an hour roughly, so you know it's not totally a necessary thing. So it keeps cost down a bit, and you know, anyway. But you got your flaps, your ailerons. Yeah, nice wing surface. Very, very cool. So, and then we've got our vertical. Let me put that down. There's our vertical surface. Very nice, all ready to go, nicely painted. You know, we've got, as you can see what I'm saying about, these are kind of orange, the hinges in there. So that's the plastic material they molded. Because these are all internal hinges, you know. They're all submerged style hinges, as you can see, all the way along, even the wings. So, you know, the wings are that way, submerged style hinge, you know, all the way around. You know, none of the V-notch, you know, type stuff that they used to be foam hinges. You know, so these are all manufactured, you know, at the factory and assembled by hand. So you've got, you know, again, you got your wing panel here. You've got your actual aileron here. This is actually probably several pieces. This is your aileron panel. That's your wing panel. And then your hinges are in here. Okay, and you've got this separate foam piece, this rectangular one. You've got this one here for your front of your aileron. You've got this one here for the leading edge front of your flap. So you've got a one-piece wing, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pieces of foam to make these submerged style ailerons, along with the plastic hinges, okay? And then the either carbon or fiberglass rod that runs through the middle. There's one that runs through the middle for all of these, so they hinge around that center point. You can see right there how they are buried. They're submerged style, okay? Just like a full-scale airplane. So that's what brings the cost up a bit, because you've got to manufacture this. Somebody on the assembly line or somebody has to assemble all of this. It's not just like a pop out of the mold like they used to. Plus all your plastic pieces. There looks like there's a spar tube running down here for light. Also, that doubles as a light tube because you get a wingtip light. Then you've got all these plastic hard point, you know, slots and stuff. So you've probably got, I think the missiles here go on the, in fact, these are right and left specific, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So, but there's your missile. Yeah, there's a little dihedral in this, so the wing flexes out. That's probably the wrong one. It's probably this one. These are probably labeled left and right somewhere that I'm not like seeing right away. So what you do is you sight it from, actually, let's see. You sight it from here. So there's probably a little dihedral. Here, let's see, sight it like this. Sorry about that. It's probably a little dihedral, so the wing flexes up like that. So it's probably this one. See, I'm just matching, what I'm doing is just matching the dihedral, matching the angle, the taper, whatever you want to call it. And then this is going to go, yeah, right in here. So let me roll that, slide that on. So that fits on there nice. That's how that goes. Again, there's a different angle to that. This one goes the other way. You can see the taper right up here, you know, is angled the other way. So this one's for the other side. So I think same thing with the drop tanks. Let me see if I can find, yeah, they're different tapers. So let me grab this. So that's pretty much how your wing's going to go on. Again, the taper goes, actually I got the wrong one. That's the center. Okay, I did look at it wrong. So let's put this, taper goes outward. Actually, hang on a second. Did I have two of the same sides? Oh, it looks like they might have done that to me. Let's see. Let me see. Now, that's the center tank. I know that's the center tank. You know what? They might have given me two of the wrong taper. Yeah, that thing can kind of happen. Oh, well, so we may or may not. Yeah, you know what? I got two sides that are tapered the same. See that? See that angle? They're both tapering the same way. So I might have got screwed there with the tank there. Maybe the wrong side. So yeah, this one, yeah. See, I need one that's tapered outward for the dihedral this way. So it looks like I got two that are the same. So, all right, little Chinese fire drill on what came out of the box. I notice the tapers. See, it's the same on both. If you look at it, both of them are tapering, you know, this way. so yeah, one's supposed to go one way, one is supposed to go the other. So I think they put two of the wrong ones in the box. So, oops. All right, well, anyway, I'll work on that. I'll figure out a way to retaper one side over the other and stick them on there. So, but yeah, not a big deal. It happens. It happens. Let me check the missiles. Let me see if the missiles, if they put the wrong taper on there. Let me slide. So anyway, here, let me do the other wing. Here, let me flip this around. I'll go to my other view. Here, let me grab my other wing. See if I've got tapered ones for, let's see, how's that? Yeah, this one's going to go on like this because that's the proper taper. And then this one's going to go, yeah, they got these right. So I can put the missiles on, but that's pretty much what you got. Like that is a wing there with missiles, drop tanks, and there's what you got. So again, you got to check the taper. But yeah, so if you guys get one from somewhere that's wrong, that might be what it was. Yeah, that's a weird situation. So I guess that can happen. Or maybe they're not. Here, let's try. Let's try this. Let me go back to, let me put this one on here. But they did look tapered the same way or the wrong way or same way. Let me see that. Let's see how they go. I got to eyeball it myself. Yeah, it sure looks like they did. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a sec. Nope. Oh, wait, those are two of the, that's right. Those are the, that's the center tank. The center tank is straight. Has no taper on it at all. So let's see. Yeah, they're going the wrong way. So I'll figure that out though and get that going. You know, I'll make a correction for that. That thing can happen. So it's not like you can order a part for that because it's China. So, but that's how they all go on there. But super nice wings. We're going to get these wings on for you here in a second. You pop the missiles off and stuff. We'll get those out of here. We'll put the spar down. Let me put these tanks back here. I'm going to put these over here. So, yeah, nothing's perfect. It does happen sometimes. But here's a nice thing about your elevators. Let's get this. We're going to assemble this right now. Get these over here. Let's put this, let me grab my, I don't want that to fall. Grab this real quick. Put this on here and start assembling this. Get our tank there. Get this in place. This is what I like about these elevators. I'll show you all this. Let's get this going here. This is the coolest. In fact, you know what? We'll do the vertical first. Stick this. This is a fantastic fit. Here, let's see. Let's see. Love the Phantom. Hey, Rich. How you doing? That's cool. Live in London. Eden Bowen. That's right. On holiday in Broadstairs. Great place. All right. Let's see. Hi, F-4. Great. Panel lines. Look nice. That's from Robert Jackson. Are there any hard plastic protective bits other than the nose cone tip? There is. I don't know that it's needed anywhere. There's only the wingtips. Let's see what we got. The wingtips are foam with the exception of the light. The leading edge is still all foam, but it's kind of a big, bulky, you know, kind of leading edge. But honestly, I don't think that is really needed anywhere else. There's no other areas that are really small. These are plastic, you know, the pitot tubes on the vertical. And then these are all pretty thick. Like if you see, these aren't really too subject to getting dinged, I don't think, you know, your intakes. So if you look here, like all of this stuff, these are not plastic. This is just foam, but they're pretty thick. There doesn't seem to be a need for it here. You know what I mean? The fins, of course, are plastic, your missile fins. But, you know, the front of your little camera pod here and all this is all plastic. So, but no, there really isn't any other places. You know, your receivers here for your wings, you know, these are all plastic pieces, all plastic doublers. But no, not on the lead edge. But again, I don't think it needs it. Well, what this does have, though, is it does have this tail section right here. If I can get on that. Go the other way, other way, other way, other way. This is plastic right here. Okay, this section, this whole thing is a big plastic piece. I don't know if this is plastic. No, that's foam, I think, but this is plastic. I'm not sure what that is. That's not the tail hook. Tail hook is just foam, I think. I don't think that needs to be. Yeah, that's not critical. But you don't really need it. But here's the beauty. Here's what I like about the tail of this plane. Again, flat spots, top and bottom, okay? And then you've got, you can see your fitting right there, how it also has a flat spot top and bottom. So really what you do is you just insert this, okay, into there, okay, and then you put your screw through it, okay, on the underside, and you're done. I mean, it goes right through. You can see right here. It just, if a thread goes all the way through the metal. So it's about as nice of a, it's about as nice and simple and actually real positive connection as you can of a tail on a Phantom, because it's an anhedral tail. So the angle's right, the pitch is parallel on both of them just by inserting them. But I'm going to get my vertical in there first, and man, that's a positive. I can't even get it off without the screw. It's pretty tough. So that's what you want, though. You want this to be tight, okay? Because then it's not going to have any playing like this. Once you tighten the screw, it gets even tighter. So, all right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to grab my glasses here, and I'm going to grab myself a hobby knife. Let's see if I can find one. Yeah, here we go. Bunch of hobby knives in here. All right, let's see. Take a hobby knife. And since I'm going to put this plane together once, and such a simple fix, okay, I'm going to switch my camera angle. All right, here we go. I'm going to put my vertical on here first. Let's see, I'm going to get this down here. So all I'm going to do is my typical trick, and I put up a video on there, guys, that shows you how to do this. You know, how to save your plane, it's called, but it shows you how to tighten up these connections. You know, if you guys haven't seen this method before, this is just what I do when I put all these things together. I usually check the vital connections, mostly aileron and elevator, but I'll do it on wherever I think it needs to be done, especially something I'm going to put together that I'm not going to, you know, take apart too much. So anyway, and then I'll just push down on these little tabs right here very carefully, just to make sure they're a little tighter. If I feel like the connection, like I can't get to it or something, then what I do is I'll slide this baby down, and I'll kind of pry these apart a little bit more if you have to. And let's see, let me pry that apart. Again, this is just the extra lengths I go to doing this stuff. You do not have to do all this. You can generally just plug it in and go, okay? But I tell you, after I do this stuff a lot, after kind of decades of doing this kind of thing, I have very, very few failures, okay? I have very few in-flight failures of things like this when I make sure I do all this. So again, that connection looks like this, and I can just press it in from here. You can even fully, if you want, remove this. Again, I've got this on a separate video called Save Your Plane. And if you guys can see kind of the detail of that, all I'm doing is taking that centerpiece without poking yourself in the finger and just pushing down on that. I'm going to get right on the edge and just push it. You don't have to push it too hard, but if you get it down, okay, it just takes that connector and it takes your two metal pieces where normally, you know, your male piece may go in, it may be loose. I'm pushing one down so it's tighter. So when I push that in, it's a positive connection, and I've got a good electrical contact. So that's all I do. It just, once you do this one time, you put your connection on, it's good. But again, I have very few electrical failures, almost never actually, since I started doing this. And I know this works because I've saved many people's planes with this. Jerry McGee will attest to this. He's the president down at Imperial RC. When we were down at Top Gun a couple years back, his landing gear failed, wasn't working, it wasn't cycling, and he was ready to go on a heat. I think he ended up, I don't know if he won that year or not. But anyway, bottom line is I went through all his electrical connections and I said, oh, here's what your problem is. You got some loose ones. So we went through and tightened them all, and his landing gear worked like a champion. So, and he was able to continue and compete. He's like, holy shit, that really works. And, you know, so that was it. That's what made the difference, is just that little electrical connection. You guys can have one electrical connection go bad on your plane, any one, single connection, and your plane can go down. If that's on a speed controller, you lose, you know, speed controller, maybe even if it's a onboard BEC it's using, you know, then you're screwed. You lose an aileron, you use an elevator. That's why elevator and aileron are most critical. Check those. If you check anything, rudder's not as critical. If you lose your rudder and it just freezes, you're probably okay if it's straight. But I still do it with most of my controls, especially when they're this easy to access, and you can do it in 2 seconds when you put it on, or a couple minutes it takes to kind of do this stuff. I do this quick, guys. When I'm not doing this on camera, I can get this done really fast. But when I stop and do it for every single one, it just makes kind of assembling this or showing it to you a little harder, or a little makes it a little bit longer. Okay, but you know, hey, that's the you know, that's just what I'm showing you guys so you guys can see. This one has locking tabs. There's your rudder connection. It kind of fell down in there. Looks like they've got some tape on there. I don't know what, it's probably to tape it down. Oh, I see what that is. That's actually double-sided tape. That's so you can tape it and put it down someplace, I guess. Let me see how that's going. Now, since my elevator connection is right here, and that's critical, I'm going to unlock that right now, and I'm going to do the same thing just because it's there, and the elevator's critical. You got one servo in here, guys, driving 2 big elevators, so it's not a bad idea really to, you know, check that out right away since you're back here and you're not going to get in there often. I'll actually pop the canopy off and see where that line is coming from. Let me see if I can pull on that. I'm going to tug on that from here. Let me pull, see if I can see where the heck that's coming from or where it's going. I need a little more slack in there. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but here I can get that thing off. Here, let me just go to this view here real quick. Show you guys what I'm doing here. I'm just going to carefully, because I need to get in here and unlatch this. So I'm just using this to unlatch one side, get to the other, and then I'll pull it out. Now the key is if you pull this out, it comes out really, really easy. Then the reality is maybe that connection's not that tight. So, and I'm having let me see if I can reach in here and do this. This is kind of hard to get to. I can't get this out far enough to kind of yank on it. So what I'm going to do is just push it back through here. Again, guys, this is just my techniques to doing this stuff. Let me grab, actually, I need a tool to do this with. Let me see if I've got, oh, here we go. I will often use one of these hemostat locking deals, or just any pair of pliers you got to get down in there. And all I'm doing is pulling that through. You see what I'm doing? A little surgery here. All I'm doing is yanking. Let me go back on the zoom. Sorry, guys. Back on that. I just use this to pull this through. That's all. Just so I got some more room to play with. And then I'll just do this one quickly. I'll pull these out. Get a little more room to play with these things. So let me see if I can angle that just a little more. There we go. Move this here. Yeah, sorry for the wobbly camera. Yeah, I really can't get in there that well. There we go. I can reach it now. Just going to tighten these babies. There we go. You usually find that when you do this, and then you put your connector back together, it's hard to put in. It's a nice tight lock. That's how you can tell that, oh, it came off easy, but then I tightened them, and then they went on. It was a little harder to push in, or it was now, you could tell now it's tight. That's how you solve a lot of errors. You fix a lot of problems. You tighten connections before you go fly it, and then you are less prone to electrical failures. So I'm going to use this. This one's a little crooked. I'm going to use this to angle that just a little bit. And then, so this is all failure reduction. Anything you do pre-flight to stop your plane from flying out of the sky, you know, losing one electrical connection, the more you can do that pre-flight, the better off you are. So I'm going to stick this back down in here. Push that into place. Let me connect that. I'll grab my hemostat, pull that through there. I'm going to tighten this down in there. I'm going to use this to push. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my head out of the way. Sorry. Let me get this down in here. Push that in place. Actually, let me do this first. Let me make the connection first. Let me pull this out of here. Okay, a little surgery. All right, so this is what I do, guys, to a lot of my planes before I go flying. That's why sometimes it takes me longer. A lot of guys slap together and go, and you can. In most of these planes you can. But I find if you spend a little more time, check your connections before you bury them in there, you're probably going to have a better overall kind of end result in getting this thing in place, or getting you know, reducing failures. You can pretty much reduce your failures before you go fly the thing. So here, let's get this in place. We're going to lock this one in. This is probably going to go in nice and tight now. Get that in there. There we go. Push that in. Yeah, see, now it's a tight fit. Getting this in here, it takes a lot more effort to push that in, which means that now all those connections are really much tighter. You've got three really good contacts now. So don't leave them loose. So, but just check them all out. That's all. And then this, I think what this was intended to do, if I'm not mistaken, let me see, this is supposed to go like this. Oh, you know what? This is probably supposed to be, is that supposed to go underneath? Oh, I know. It's supposed to keep this taped onto the top end of this, to keep it from going down into that servo. So I don't know if this is supposed to go above or below that. You know what? It's probably supposed to go below now that I'm thinking about it. Sorry about that. Let me get this. I'm going to undo this. And I'm going to feed. No, hang on a second. We do need to have it on this side because we need to tape it. That's right. My bad. My bad again. See, sometimes you think about that as you're doing it. But, oh, no, because that's going to the top side. Sorry. I just heard the garage door open, so I'm kind of distracted me a bit there. I was like, what is that garage? Who's down there? All right, let me feed this through. I'm going to put this through the underside here of this thing. Get this. No, that's figures. It'd go right through the middle of that, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's about right. Let me just get this through here. You gotta be kidding me. Let's see here. Let me get this out of the way. That thing is just not cooperating, is it? Let me get this elevator one. This elevator wire just came out of here, and it's now getting in the way. I'm just trying to push it down in there. Yeah, there we go. Get that down there. I think they left that elevator wire tight so it doesn't go back there into the servo. I think that's exactly why they did that. There we go. Feed that through. There you go. And we're going to take this. This is a nice design because there's two screws. One here. There's one here. And there's one that passes through. And the pass-through has metal threads on this side. It's a machine screw, if I'm not mistaken. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect this like so. Join that together. Try not to get my head in there. Yeah, that still goes in there nice and tight. And then I'm going to measure where this is at exactly. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to take this connection. I'm going to peel this double-sided tape off. And I'm going to stick this thing here. And again, I think the reason for that, is that going to stick on there okay? Yeah, the reason for that is, again, to keep this wire out of the way of the elevator. So you see, I'm just going to stick that. Oh, let me see if I can get it to stick on there better. There we go. That's going to adhere to that right there. And it should keep this whole thing from falling down onto that and getting caught in the elevator. You have to tug it, make sure it's tight. It looks like that's pretty secure. So we're going to feed this. I'm going to pull my elevator line or rudder line as tight as I can through there. So this is all the way up front. So I'm going to feed it this way because you've got a tongue and groove here. I forgot about that. So I'm going to feed that in there. And then as I'm feeding that in there, let me show you from this angle. Feed that through right here. And then this is going to get pushed back in there so it stays out of the way. Stays out of the way of that elevator servo. That's the whole deal there, is to keep that wire kind of over there. Yeah, because that's going to flush mount, so I think it's got to go underneath. So I'll go ahead and push that down. Get this all locked into place. Actually, one thing I might do real quick before I totally secure this. So I'm going to grab a screwdriver. Let me do something real quick I just noticed. Just to be on the safe side. I'm going to let that dangle there for a second. I'm going to double check that this screw is tight for my horn. Since I'm back here, might as well do it. Make sure that's nice and tight. Put my finger there. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty good on there. But there is a screw. Like I said, there's your elevator horn. There we go. That's it. Nice and tight. It was already tight, but just so I figured I'd check it. So let's get this on there. Yeah, this is nice and secure. That's why they put the double-sided tape there. All right, let's get the tongue and groove going. There we go. Slip that down into place as best we can. Between those two plastic pieces right here, you have to sort of feed that in there. It kind of shoehorns a bit. And then, yeah, that should go in nice. Very carefully. Trying to figure out why that's not going down in there. There we go. It's fitting in there. This is a nice saddle. Look how nice this fits. This is a beautiful fit down in here. This fits in nice and tight. See if I can get the other side. Yep, that looks good. And then right down in there. So see if I can get that. That is a tight fit. Let me see why that's not. Here, let me pull it back up and out of there. It just seems to be stopping on something. There we go. That is a very, very tight fit. But it does fit nicely. Let's see. Oh, I see what's going on. See, I'm seeing some scraping down there. It might be the paint. There's a little bit of scrape a little bit away there. I think some of the paint got on there. I think that's what it is. Let's try that again. Get this. I'm gonna pull a little bit off of this side too. Paint does look a little thick, but again, guys, I'd rather have a nice tight fit like this than something that's loose and not fitting properly. So, tight fit is good, especially when you're going fast. See if we can get that down in place. There we go. Now it's fitting down there. Let's try that a little better. Having a hard time getting that part right there to seat all the way down in there. So you got to get those screws to line up. Yeah, it's tight, tight, tight. Interesting. See, like I'm not having a hard time getting this to totally seat down in there. And I'm just trying to see if there's something else, something I'm missing down there that's not quite properly fitting. Let's see. Sure is tight though. Let me check this side. Now that seems to be going in all right. Doesn't seem to be an issue there. Let me see if there's anything else that seems like it's scraping or not quite fitting the way it ought to. No, it looks okay. Just a tight fit, which happens sometimes. All right, Christopher Estrada, greetings from High Desert, California. That's a beautiful model. I have the same one, different paint scheme. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Yeah, nice. All right, here, let's get this in place. Let's try it again. See if I can get it down there. I just can't figure out for the life of me what it is that, it's just a little bit tight going down in there, that's all. Let's see, see if I can see where that's going down. No, that should be out of the way. Let's try it again. Get that in there. Slide that down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hemostat there. I wonder if it's pinching that wire. Let me just try to move that a little bit. That might be all that it was. Let's see. Oh yeah, maybe that's what it was. That might have been pinching that. All right, so we've got that in place. Yep, I think the screws, mostly what you got to do is get these to line up. And it's lining up a lot better now. It's not perfect, but that wire, actually as I'm wiggling this side to side, it's making it seat down in there nice. So that's probably all it was. So let me do this. Let me grab some of the screws to put this together with, which is back here. I'm going to pour all these out. Let me grab I've got an Ernst tray right here. Pretty much every time I'm building, I throw all that stuff in there so I don't have it on my black table and I lose it. So let's see, and this probably needs a couple short ones. I'm going to grab my instruction manual. Let's see what that says. Let's see what we got here. Let's go out here. What do we got? And it says to put the horizontals on first, but I do the verticals. Let's see, what do we got? It says to use a couple 16 millimeters here, and then the one that goes through here is a 20. So 16, 2 16s and a 20. Wasn't totally sure, so here, let's go with, these are 16s, and this one looks like a 20. So I'm gonna stick the 20 right through here, which it should go right in. I'm gonna put the 16s, one there, one right here. There we go. And then let me grab this 2 millimeter. That's what you're using. 2 millimeter, okay, metric in there. The screws are 3 millimeter screws, but the actual socket is 2. Okay, so threads are 3 millimeters. Let me angle this a little bit more. Sorry about that, guys. That where y'all can see that. And we'll get that right in there. So 3 millimeter screws, 2 millimeter hex. Get that in there. Man, that fits beautifully. Gotta like that. And then this one right through here. Very cool. So 3 screws, get your tail on. Nice tight fit. That's really sweet because, again, folks, that goes into a brass metal receiver thread right there. So very, very nice. Very nice. Excellent assembly. Get this one on here. That one was, I didn't tighten that one all the way. Get that one on there. Very nice. That is one strong tail, baby. I don't like strong tail. Let's get that on there. All right. Robert Jackson says, thanks for the detailed info. Ernst Van Buell. Hi, Rich, watching from Germany. All right, excellent. Let me read a couple of these off. I've been focusing. Sometimes, guys, I get like focused on what I'm doing sometimes, and sometimes I get away from the chat. So, yeah, Ian Bowen says, better safe than sorry. And FMS, he says, makes a solid plane. They definitely do. I think they make the best. Greetings from the high desert of California. Oh, he already said, I already read that. Rudder servo wire kink in between mounting surfaces. Yeah, I didn't see your note, but yeah, you're right. I think that's what it was. It just wasn't seating. I pulled that out and it went in there good. So, yeah, thanks for the tip. It's not perfect fit. The servo snug it up. Yeah, I'll probably pull that rudder wire through here a bit just to make sure I get it out of the way of that elevator servos. Tushar Singh, greetings from India. F-4 Phantom, all-time favorite jet. Can't wait to see you hit the skies. Yeah, I'm dying to film this. We'll get you guys some video too. I'll have it out there flying. And let's see. I try to get detailed on this stuff because it's the details that matter, guys. It's the devil is in the details. Attention to fine detail. Again, one connection, you lose your plane. So you just check it, check this stuff out. Let's see. All right, let me go back to the rest of the chat. I think we're caught up. Yeah, thanks, guys, from coming from India and Germany. It's awesome having you guys here. Like I said, I'm trying to do it at this time so you guys can see it too. So besides, everybody here can rewind it and go back and see it. So, let's see. So that's the tail there. Let's get the horizontals on. I'm going to pull this nose cone off because that's kind of getting in the way of my chi here. Let me get down here. Here's our vert. Actually, let me go back to the other view. Let's get the tail on this way. We'll do it from this angle because I think it's probably a pretty good angle to use. I'll zoom in right here. You guys can see exactly how we're doing this. There we go. There's our tail connection. Again, you can see how nice that is. It's got a flat spot, top and bottom. Okay, flat area. Let me move this a little farther. No, wrong way. Let's go this way with it. No, of course that's coming off my stand. Go this way. Again, top and bottom. Okay, see how that is. It's super nice. I actually moved the servo in there, so let me see if I can straighten that out a bit. Yep, it's letting me do it. So there we go. With two hands, I was able to do that. So, but I love the way the screw goes right through. Let me see. Hope you did your elevators first and then line them up. Entire thing is under the rudder and has to be removed. Yeah, that's true. That's from Airvexed RC. He's right about that. The problem is, the thing is that this is already lined up and you know, with this thing horizontal. So if I plug this in and it's way off, yeah, I may have to take my vertical back off and kind of recheck it. But from the factory, it should be correct. I'm not worried about the security of that linkage, but he's right. You do want that horn. Actually, let me go back here. You do want that horn, okay, to be like he's talking about. You want it to be 90 degrees, okay, to your elevator. So that horn, if you're looking at it from here, that horn that we saw in there, you want it to be directly or straight. So when it goes forward and back, it gives an equal amount of pitch. So, but you got to power it up to know all that. Now, I could plug in my servo tester and center it. Sometimes it's slightly different from how it's powered with the radio. But here's the thing. We'll know when we power up, because once we power this thing up, we're going to see where the elevator's at. So anyway, it may not be a bad idea with this type of airplane is if you power it up and that thing seems to be like it's way off or something, then, you know, then yeah, go ahead and you may have to take your vertical off and realign that, adjust your rod, that kind of thing. But again, you don't know until you power that whole thing up and get it going. So here's our horizontals, and I didn't go into too much detail on those because there's really not a lot to talk about other than they're super nice. They've got a really nice spar running down the length. You can see right here going through, and it's tied into this plastic fitting, which is really pretty tough. And you can see plastic fitting right there has the flat spots in it. So it's pretty much good to go. So I'm going to zoom in. Hopefully you guys can see that. All I'm going to do is just really carefully, let me see if I can show it from a slightly better angle that maybe makes it more doable. There we go. I'll try to do it like this. It's going to be hard to get that whole thing seen, but you know what? Let me go from my other angle, from the top view. We'll do it from there so you guys can see it a little bit better. So all I'm going to do is just take these I'll get one on here. Let's take this. Y'all can see from there. The underside, actually the underside probably is about the best angle. It's the best vantage point. So you push that in, okay, and make sure that this thing lines up. And it will line up as long as you push it in there straight, okay. Make sure that that hole right there is lined up with the screw. You can see that right there. And it's lined up pretty nicely. The other thing you want to check too is be sure that you've got equal, hopefully equal distance, which really shouldn't be a problem, okay? And you can tell that by putting something bright like the Ernst tray behind it. Make sure you have an equal distance, okay, of what's going on, okay? Basically here, basically this slot, which I'm just banging this thing around, this slot right here should be parallel all the way along here. And if it's not, as long as it's not touching or causing a problem, you just don't want this scraping here or this scraping. If it is, it might mean they glued this in improperly, okay, or something's glued in. But you want to make sure that there's nothing snagging here and there's nothing snagging here. And what you need, baby? Quick. I'm doing this live. You're messing up my entire video. Sorry, guys. My daughter's asking me a question. Hang on one second. She's asking me a question, so let me pause for 1 second. What do you need? Can you go to where? Maybe, yeah. That's possible. Can she come get you? See if they can come get you, because me and Amy are going to go have dinner soon. Sorry, guys. This is kids. What time? Maybe. Let's talk about that when I'm done with my live show. Maybe. Instead of messing with my whole live show. It's my daughter, guys. Got to stop. All right, we'll talk. It's only like 3 or 4 right now, right? All right, let me finish this up and we'll talk. Kids, you know, that's how it is. Got to stop. Can't blow them off totally. All right, let's see. So let me get back to here. Let me zoom here. Sorry. Yeah, that's how busy I am. So, okay, so we got this on here. Same thing with the other side. I'm going to flip it here so you guys can see me insert this. So same deal. We're going to insert the other side carefully. Carefully. So I'm going to slide that in place again, making sure that that lines up. So I'm going to put this on the stand real fast. So hopefully it's not getting in the way of anything. And I'm making sure I'm not dinging my vertical surface here. And the instructions say to use some, let's see, use some 10 millimeters right there. So I'm going to grab a couple of those out of my Ernst tray. And there's only 2 of them there. Let me see, let me grab all that stuff there out of my tray. Love the Ernst trays, guys. Check the links below. Supporting a U.S. company. These things have been made for a long time. Actually, I don't know how new the trays are, but so this is going metal to metal. It's also got some plastic there, so it's going into aluminum. It's an aluminum pin down in there. Yeah, can I do this where I can show it to you without? Yeah, here, I'll try to do it that way. There we go. Sorry, I was blocking that. Just put your screw in there. I don't know how new the Ernst is, but Ernst has been around since I was a kid. They used to make the small stands, and now the mega stand is like the newest of the bunch. But all U.S. company, all those things are made in the USA, which is cool. So try to support as many of the U.S. companies as I can. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. That's locked in there. All right, that's good. Let me check the other side real quick. Those are nice and tight. Now, again, be careful using any kind of thread lock. You don't really need it with aluminum and plastic like this. As long as you get them tight enough, it should bite. Got to be careful with blue Loctite, that kind of thing, because blue Loctite, guys, if you use it on plastic and it gets on the plastic, it deteriorates the plastic rather quickly. It makes it brittle and it'll crack and break. So that's why you don't want to use them on like nylon servo arms, because you can lose the whole linkage, can break, get brittle. So yeah, you don't want to use it on plastic and nylon. So there's the tail, guys. Here's what I'm talking about, how nice this is. You know, once you get this thing in place, you have a pretty darn, you know, parallel thing going on, and you don't have any friction mount or any of that kind of stuff. Your elevators are pretty parallel, you know, once you get them on there. So there's not really an adjustment to them. And when they fit on tight, you try to move these, you can't move them at all. So you've got a real nice positive elevator, and that's it. You just got to figure out where the starting point, which I think the manual, you know, shows where the starting elevator point is. And that's what Airvext, I think, was saying, is hope you did your elevators first, line them up, and the entire thing is under the rudder and has to be removed to adjust. Yeah, so you have to. So I'll plug this all in and I'll make sure I got enough travel everywhere, make sure the starting point is good. And if it looks good, I'm not going to worry about it. But if you have to, like you said, you may have to remove this again, look down in there if these are way off or something, and make sure that that arm is correct. That's all. So, hey, Rich, thanks for sharing. Got to do work. I'm out. That's Eric Quinn. Thanks for coming, man. Appreciate it. Check out EQRC. He's there. Let's see. FMS always get good from factory. Only E-flight not lining up new. I'm not sure what that means, but E-flight stuff is good, man. Family is definitely more important than us. No worries. I actually got my model out, checking it over as you do yours. Yeah, that's from Christopher Estrada. Yeah, so I didn't want to tell her, hey, get lost. I'm doing a live show. So, but you know, we'll have her. We'll talk with her later. So it's good though. She's cool with that. She's live on YouTube now, though. So, all right. So that's on there. And then all we really got, that's it. That's how easy the tail is on this thing. And then we just have the wing. So, wing's pretty straightforward. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to just do my camera here so we can get this on there. And let's see. Like I said, I took my nose cone off. We'll get down there to the wing. And then there's your connections. Oh, no, wrong way. Sorry about that, guys. There's your connection spots down here, which is right along. No, it's this way, right here. There's your connections for everything. So I'll probably just plug that in. I can check those connectors too later. They're easy. These wings come off for transport, so I'm just going to throw these on there and screw them together so everybody can check this out. So, and if they ever put something like this together and you have intermittent control of anything, then you know, you just, you know, let me try and angle this in a way so everybody can see this. See your connectors down there? Make sure your connectors are going in there right. Just line everything up. And then this should all slide into place pretty decently. If it's not, then something might be out of alignment. And let's see. There we go. That popped in nicely. You want to make sure it is pretty tight like that. And that's okay. Let me flip it around this way. The Phantom. The Phantom. All right, let's go. That's that wing. Let's get this one in place. Let's see. These wings come off for transport, which I do take off kind of normally, sort of universally, sort of a thing. But again, I'm making sure that those go together well. Oh, that just fell. Probably just scratched at my plane doing that. All right, hang on a sec. That's what happens when I do it on camera sometimes. Let me get this. No, I didn't scratch it. Oh, I did scratch it a little bit. That's all right though. We'll survive here. Let me get to the top camera view. Yeah, it's difficult doing this on camera, folks. So let's see. Let me show you. Let me back out on the zoom here. Get this lined up. Get a better camera angle. You guys can see what I'm doing here. So we'll get this lined up. Get it in place. See if I can figure out why it's not snapping in. Oh, there we go. There we go. And I'll just pop right in. Not a problem. Put a little scratch right there. All right, well, that's from just, yeah, that happens. A little battle damage. We'll just say it was combat-induced damage. All right, let's see. And we'll flip this baby. There we go. Let me do this here. Put that like that. All right, there we go. Let's get, all right, here we go. And that's it. I'll just use the remaining screws. There's only a couple left. I think these are like 20 millimeters, so. And that's it. Put these in place. 4 of them. Those in place. Let's see, we'll tighten those. Top view. There we go. That's it. Just make sure they all go in there okay. It's like they're going in all right. Make sure it doesn't come to the top of the wing. I think those are 20s. Better be 20s because that's all that was left in that bag. In my Ernst thing. So let's get that tight. See if we can get that to line up. See what's going in there. There we go. Sometimes you got to shift the wing. I'm actually pushing on the wing with my body right here because it wasn't quite lining up. Now that's lined up, we're kind of good to go. So let me switch views here. I'll go back over here, give you guys the full view while I get the rest of these on. Yeah, that's going in there nice. Very nice. Get this one in place. Like I said, if you have to push the wing on just to line the hole up, you may have to do a little of that, which there we go. Boom. There we go. We'll tighten that up. There we go, and that's it. 4 screws, get your wing on. those are nice for transport. If you need to make this smaller, 4 screws, you pull your wings off, no wiring, nothing. That's the beauty about this. So that is really it, folks. That's the assembly. Now it's just receiver and setup, which I'm not going to do the whole receiver stuff now. I just wanted to get it together. We'll get the landing gear down. Let's see if I can get that together. I had a battery charging over there. Let me get the nose cone on. Stick that in place. Get our canopy going. And see if I can get the landing gear and maybe the lights going on. And let's put this back over here. There we go. And that's it. So Phantom's done. Let me grab my battery. I have a servo tester I can hook everything up to. Let's see, what else we got? Snap together fittings, makes model so much easier. That's from Ian. Yeah, all those connectors in the wings and stuff. It's so nice when they do that on a wing, because then you can just use 2 or 4 screws, pull the wing off, and transport easy. So when you have to do all that wiring, it's kind of a pain. All right, let me grab, I had a battery here charging. One of these little deals right here. There we go. Nickel metal hydride. All right, let me grab my, I've got a box here, crate here. Let me grab my tester, my servo tester here. And I'm going to connect. Let's see, is everything out of the way? Yeah, I think I'm out of the way of the doors and everything. So let's do this. Let's plug this in, negative. I'm going to put this in manual. Pop the canopy off. Let me find my connector for my landing gear. Landing gear, which should be here somewhere. What's that? Is that the gear? Yeah, channel 5. That is a sequencing board there, a gear control board, which probably controls, I'm assuming it controls the lights too, but who knows? I could be wrong. Yep, see, lights just came on. There we go. Let's try the gear. There, it looks like it just initiated or initialized, and there we go. There's our landing gear. So it works perfectly right out of the box. We got really nice landing lights. These work well. Wheels are looking good. Lots of E-rings on this. Foam, it's a job for foam tack. So we'll be doing that. And in fact, you know what I can do is, and let's see, we can now put this down. I don't know if this thing, it probably stands on the tail. I'm willing to bet. So let's get the stand out of here. Put this down. Nope, it does stand up. So we can actually get rid of the urge stand altogether. Let me just put this kind of out of the way. I'm going to put it on the ground right here. That workshop's busy. And there we go. There's our Phantom. It's all good to go. I got that sitting on the canopy. Let me get rid of my Ernst part tray, which is constantly being used. And there we go, guys. There is the Phantom. It's all done pretty much. Let's take a look at real fast the landing gear. I'm going to zoom for everybody so y'all can see this. Very cool landing gear. Usually what I'll do is I'll check when I'm doing this kind of thing. Make sure that our landing gear wheel here, I can see it there now, is lined up, okay, parallel with the center line of the airplane, okay? So it's not pulling you to one side or the other. If it's a little toe in, that's okay. Same thing with the other wheel. See that one? Make sure it's at least mostly parallel with the center line of the fuselage, okay, longitudinal axis. If anything, a little bit toe in is okay. But if it's toe out, it can kind of pull you out. If it's significant, it can, you know, your nose wheel may be not straight or something, you know, when you're taxiing. So you want to make sure these are parallel to the center line of the fuselage. That's a lot of setup stuff, you know, that I do. A lot of people don't really pay much attention to that. But anyway, you want to make sure everything's parallel. And of course, the nose wheel you'll adjust. Nose gear. Again, one thing I'll look at real quick is the nose gear has a ton of E-rings on it, okay? So, you know, I will use foam tack here, 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 and on that E-ring, okay? So we don't lose E-rings. This thing's got a real nice compression strut. So you can see it's got nice compression. So this plane's probably not the best on grass just because of this nose pin. The mains are okay, but I think it's a 4mm metric. Actually, this one might be 5. Actually, this might be okay for grass, but the wheels are very small. That's the only downside to it. I might actually stick a slightly larger wheel on it, but great flying airplane though. But it's awesome because it's got the lights up front. So here, let's cycle the gear a couple times just for kicks. See how it's going in and out. Let me zoom in so y'all can see that a little bit better. Go back with it a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, right out of the box. See your nose gear lights just turned off? and then the lights, yeah, they just came on. So I guess there's a little delay, little light delay there. Boom, light should come on, ding, there it is. So yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, very neat. Actually, there's an E-ring right here too, isn't there? I'll probably put one right there. There's one on the opposite side of this. It's kind of a weird place for that. But anyway, that is it, folks. Let me see here. Let me see if we can do this. Let me widen this out. Let me see if I can grab my ordnance package. At least most of it anyway. I think this one goes on here like this. This is the center line tank, external tank. That just fits right on. Let's get the taper right on these. This one I think goes right here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. That one is, nope, that one goes here. I was reading the taper wrong. Don't read the taper wrong. So there we go, folks. Get this on there. This one in place. Yeah, these join on pretty nice. And these are the ones with the taper problem here. Let's see, this one tapers out. I think this is the correct one. No, this one goes here, I think. Let's try. I'll probably just ram it in place. It'll probably be fine, even though it has a reverse taper. Probably just go on there without any big deal. It might just be sort of cockeyed to one side. Yeah, it still fits. So I'll just leave it at that. But there we go. There she is, full flavor Phantom right there. Let's get it out there. And what I'm going to do is I'll just take the lights and the battery and all that stuff. I'll just stick that all in here. I think we're good to go. Put this all the way around. I'm going to turn the lights off so we can see that. That's pretty slick. Let's see. So not a lot of lights. Phantom. It's a fighter plane. You don't really want to see it. You don't want to be seen if you're in a fighter plane. You want to be not seen. So there we go. Here, let me kill the lights real quick. That's pretty slick. I like seeing those landing lights on there. Throw that on. There we go. That is the Phantom lights. Look at that. That is sharp, baby. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Look at that. All right, excellent. I like the way that is. All right, you got your wing lights. You got your red on that side. You can see the green all over me. Look at that. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Very cool paint job, folks. Very slick airplane altogether. That's your Phantom right there. I like that. Let me get this over here. Let me zoom up just a little bit. Let me get my my lift going up here, my carrier deck lift. That's slick. Let's see, Marcus Nachum, I think. GN8 from Germany. Sorry, hard day at the gym ahead, so I'm out. All right, he's out of here. Thanks for coming. Ian Bone, we still got 40 guys here watching, so I appreciate that. Snap together fittings have made things better. Yeah, agree with Ian. First flight with my E-plane, very started up, rolling approach, then dropped the flaps, found the connector inside the fuselage, had backed off the connection. Yeah, just enough to show up in the air. Yeah. By the way, Rich, I've recently bought the FMS F4U Corsair 700 V3. Do you know what the pitch on the new props? You know, that's been a mystery for a while, what the pitch is on that thing. I'm assuming it's 11 or 12, but yeah, I don't know. I've asked and haven't been able to find out. I think they just put more in it, though. So, but I don't know what it is. I wish I had a better answer for you. Slick looking jet. Might have to talk to the wife about that one. Yeah, it's pretty cool, guys. Very nice. Again, China market plane, just showing it to you. I have the U.S. Constitution. I have the USS Coral Sea paint scheme. Being a nerd, I might get the Enterprise. Yeah, this I like this one. The other one was really cool too, no doubt. But this FMS version is just pretty slick. FMS really good about quick to assemble. Yeah, they've taken it to an all new level. And about a decade ago, when I was doing the majority of a lot of the testing of their planes, the test flying and setup and improvement stuff, I told them, I said that the easier you can make it out of the box for people, the more they're going to want to buy it. The easier it is, the less work that you have to do. And they really took that literally. I was shocked to see some of the newer planes a couple years back starting to come out where, oh my God, the rods, horns, linkages, they're on the plane. I didn't expect that. Or The horns you don't have to glue or screw in anymore. You don't have to, 6 or 7 screws. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 screws to assemble this, and a magnetic nose cone, and that's it. Plug in your receiver, and that's it. You go. So I love these lights, man. Those lights are slick. Here, let me see if I can do a. I'm going to pull the drop tank. You see the whole ordnance package on this thing? Lots. And this plane flies almost equally as well with or without these things. I would have thought this would have really slowed it down, but it really doesn't. In fact, they stabilize it quite a bit. They add a little bit of stability, kind of like a keel effect. You know, it adds a bunch of vertical surfaces to the plane. So why can I not get this? I'm trying to get the drop tank off here. Let's see. Forward, or sorry, not drop tank, but center tank. There we go. All right, that's off of there. Let's see what we got here. This is pulling this off. Let me show you how this looks at the landing gear up. Oh wait, the landing gear's switch in there. Can't really do that from there, can I? Let's see. Let's see if I can get that to. Oh, I must have pushed the button to make it do something different. No, that's what it is. There we go. That's what did it. All right, so that was. I put it in like automatic mode or something. There we go. Gear comes down. Nose light will come on. Bing. There we go. So pretty slick. Yeah, very, very nice. Works beautifully out of the box. Everything's lined up, so can't really go wrong with this. So here, let me get. Let me do this. Let me throw my light back on. Talk about, go over some questions here, see if anybody's got anything else to add. Throw that back on. And that's it, guys. FMS, 80 millimeter. Again, China market only. USS Enterprise edition. Puking dogs. You gotta like this. What a cool paint job on that thing. So, you know, back out a little bit, zoom in a little bit. Yeah, real nice. I'll lower my lift, my carrier deck lift there. Yeah, very, very sharp, folks. I'm digging this totally. This is as cool as it. This is as cool as it gets. That is a nice Phantom. I mean, the color, paint job, really slick. So, something different, something you don't see every day. So, I'm looking at the questions coming up, guys. Throw them out there. Let's see. Christopher says, "What? That's so giggly. Sorry, makes me smile every time." Ian Bowen, slick-looking jet rich, might have to talk the wife into yeah. Let's see. Yeah, they're making nice stuff. FMS version much nicer than E-Flight. Tell you what, anybody watching this? Hey, it never hurts to ask. You know, you guys get, if you guys inquire, enough people inquire about this, you never know. They might make it's always possible they could do a U.S. production run. You never know. So, but this is fantastic. I mean, this is slick. I'll be getting this out soon for everybody to fly it and so sort of show it off and capture some video. But very nice. I'm really, really impressed with this thing. I like it. They did a nice job on this thing. So anyway, questions, throw them at me, guys. I'm here still. We still got about almost 40 viewers here, so I'll talk about a few things. What kind of workbench is that? Oh, I got this from Costco. I don't even know the brand on it, guys. I'm looking at it. It's all aluminum and glass. I don't see a label on it, but I bought it from Costco some time ago. If you guys look it up at Costco, they make a white version of this with a curve to it, and they also make this black one. It was a while ago when I got this thing, and everybody wants my desk. So it's cool, though. It really helps out with doing stuff like this, especially when I'm doing this live. I can either reposition my camera with my zooms and stuff, or I can raise and lower the table. And with all of that, I can kind of do this one-man band a little bit without having, somebody actually help me film. A lot of times you got guys online that 2 guys are doing this, but I just do this myself because I've got all the controls set up here. So, but yeah, I got it from Costco. I don't know what brand it is. Here, let's see. Why foam tack on the clips? Christopher Estrada is asking. In all my videos, I usually show that. Foam tack or really any kind of contact cement that's gooey. You put it on there, it keeps that E-ring from falling off. If the E-ring falls off of like a wheel, the wheel comes off, you lose your wheel. Or if it comes off the tail wheel, like on the Mustangs have really loose E-rings, and it's a really microscopic E-ring, and they're all kind of loose on there. So if you just put a little bit of foam tack, which I prefer because it's the best, or just some contact cement to retain that E-ring so it doesn't fall off, you won't lose it. The beauty of it is, the reason I use contact cement or use foam tack, I can peel it off. Even though when it gets hard, it's hard, but it's still rubbery. You can peel that rubbery stuff off of there and then pull your E-ring off to take your wheel off. So it's removable. That's why I use that. So, you know, if you use something like, if you went really drastic and use something like JB Weld, you'll never get it off of there because that's, you know, so, but that's why foam tack. If you use that contact cement foam tack, it's kind of like a poor man's version of a safety wire for an E-ring clip. It just keeps it on there, but it still allows you to peel it off, take the E-ring off, service it, or do whatever. So, Shadow Ops is working on the house and listening. Yep. Let's see, Chris. Yeah, to make them so they don't fall. FMS version needs to be sold here. Yeah, yeah. Guniac Ray. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I just, you know, I'm making videos for the China market on this, you know, and just sort of showing it off to you guys so y'all can see it. I tell you what, if there's enough inquiry, if you guys spread this video around, let people ask and stuff, I don't think it's inconceivable that Horizon couldn't, you know, do a production run of this for everybody. So, you know, just have to ask. Again, I'm just showing it off. Factory said it was okay to do it, so I just figured I'm showing you guys. So I'm not directing anybody to, you know, get it anywhere or anything because it's just, it's not a U.S. plane, but it's sharp. And guys, stay tuned because we're going to have more of these to show you guys. We're going to have a whole fleet of, you know, some of these, you know, China mainland, you know, versions of these for everybody to see. So we'll have them here for you guys. So probably start doing one of them every weekend so you guys can see them. So let's see. Ian Bowen says, have the FMS T-28 Trojan V4, still flies great. Bought after watching your review, Rich. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ian, for watching. And again, Ian, again, I've got new links below. And if you look right down here, again, Turbines RC. They're out of France. So if you guys use any links for there to buy anything, you support the RCINFORMER channel. So it's free to use. Again, I don't, you know, ask for, you know, I don't really want anybody's money. I'd rather people just buy a nice airplane, and, you know, I'll give you always good advice, and use my link. If you use my link, it supports the channel. And Turbines RC in Europe, you know, there you go. Same thing with China Hobby Line. Again, starting to use their batteries. So this is a real nice one. This is slick. Just so you guys can see this. I'll probably run this in this thing. But just so you can see, this is a China Hobby Line G Plus series 7000 6S. I'll be putting these in the a pack of 2 of these in the L39 and the MB339 Aerofoam airplanes. So these are 6L 70C 6S 140 burst 5X charge mass rate. So they're really kind of thin too. That's the cool thing about them. They're a little heavier, a little on the heavy side. So, you know, you got, yeah, they're a little heavy, but the power that comes out of them is supposed to be phenomenal. So we'll be trying those out. Also got a couple of these other ones. This is a China Hobby Line. We'll be doing these too. I'll be showing you guys this stuff. You know, these are 5,000, 160, or sorry, 155 and 70C. The G Plus series are supposed to be very good. So I've heard that they're real powerful. So again, guys, I've got links below. So if you want to support the channel and you want to get something through China Hobby Line, click on our link. If you get something, supports the channel. So again, really appreciate that, guys. Again, my channel's all free. So just trying to give you guys good advice, show you cool stuff. And if you want to support U.S. companies, no doubt Ernst Manufacturing is the place. Also, which I'll show you up here, you know, Flying Tiger RC makes these awesome, which I'm doing this whole back wall, makes these awesome airplane, it's an airplane storage rack system that's aluminum. So PVC and all that the guys use is good, and there's nothing wrong with them, but they, to me, seem to lack the adjustability. These things are just, you can adjust them, they're nice and streamlined, they look professional. You know, it doesn't kind of look like you slapped them together. You know, yeah, they cost some money, but check them out at Flying Tiger RC. I put that, you know, their icon right there, you know, for you guys to check out. Their little watermark there. And links below for all of these. These will be in all my videos below, so if you guys can't find them, just let me know, you know, and I can kind of show you where to get those out. Let me zoom this back down. I'm redoing my whole wall. This whole area is going to have, is also going to have all of these Flying Tiger RC racks on there because I'll be able to display more too when I show videos and stuff because they're good for that too. Not only storage, but just for kind of display. And then I got all these up there. So, but anyway, here, let me angle this down again. Well, the wrong way. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Let me center that up on there. Get this kind of going. There we go. So, and of course the P-51. So, let's see what else we got. More questions. Yeah, Ian, thanks for getting that T28. Probably couldn't use my link, but from now on, if you guys get them through Turbines RC, that supports the channel. Even my RC cars, those E-rings, love to go flying. Yeah, when they come off, yeah. Oh man, I guess I've been getting lucky then. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, they don't fly off. E-rings don't really come off that often. I mean, but I just put it on there for security, especially if you see, see them coming off. And then, in fact, here, I can just show you. Here's the other. Here, I'll show you doing. Here, I'll do one of them here because let me see if I've got some foam tack around. I usually have it like everywhere. So let me grab. Oh, here, hang on. Let me get. Here we go. Here, in fact, I'll do one here. Show you guys. Let me unplug the lights so I don't burn these out. They're probably gonna start smoking here or something soon. let me get this off of here. Let me unplug that. I'll just leave that stuff in there. Here, you know what? I'll show you one real quick and show you how I do it because it's pretty simple. But in fact, show you a little technique here. Here, let me go to the top camera, and I'll show you here how I do this. There's a couple custom ways that I like to do this in. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, so I'll take my foam tack here, and I'll get this. Let me put my glasses on. Find them. Where'd I put them? Where'd I put that stuff at? Lost my glasses. Where'd they go? I'm trying to find that thing. Did I leave it in the? Oh, I might have put it over there. Hang on a sec, guys. I'm moving around the shop here. Let's see here. All right, what do I do with my glasses? Looks like I lost them. All right, well, I'll do this on the camera. Here we go. I'll pick this up. Let me get some missiles off of this thing. I don't need all these missiles on here. All right, here's what we'll do. Show you. Here's what I do when I do this. So I'll see if I can get this to focus on the wheel. It doesn't want to focus. It wants to focus on the background. All right, great. So I'll take some foam tack. Like this. So I got a pin in there. Great. Let's see. All right. This is technique only here, but it works. See if I can get this pin out of here. Just stuck in there. That's great. All right, here. Pull this. I had a pin stuck in there so it doesn't totally clog up. See if I get some of this flowing out of here. This is an older bottle, so it's kind of all thick in there. Let me see if I can get some going down there. Yeah, this one's been sitting. There we go. So I'll get some foam tack kind of flowing down there. Get that all in there. There we go. So now it's starting to come out. So here's what I do. And it takes seconds to do this. This is not really a long process, but like on a nose wheel, I'll take this, and I'm doing this without glasses, guys, so I can't find them. I'll put it on that E-ring just so it's on there. And if you want to kind of dab it down so it doesn't stick to your finger, okay, you wet your finger, okay, just with spit or water or something, and just kind of tap it down. It'll make like a nice dome over it, and then it won't stick to your finger. So if you stick your finger to it, it just, your finger sticks to the foam tack. So, and now you have a nice kind of curved sort of aerodynamic dome over there. Not that that matters. And you just do all the E-rings that way. But again, if you wet your finger or wet something and tap it, then it won't stick to your finger, but it'll kind of mold. You can sort of mold the tacky glue without it sticking to, your finger or whatever. Because without some kind of, moisture or something, on your finger, it will stick to your finger really quick because it's tacky. I mean, it is. That's why they call it foam tack, okay? Because it tacks to everything. So that's what I would do. All my E-rings. That's kind of how I do all that stuff. So that's it. Anyway, let's see. Someone says, oh, Shadow Ops is saying the G Plus series are good batteries, and Fire Booty or Guniac is saying, Ray's saying they're incredible packs. So little heavy, but the packs have major power. That's what That's what everybody's telling me. So, and I'll find that out myself, and that's what I'll be kind of showing you guys. Is I hear they've got tons of power. So, let's see. Aston Van Buell says, "Great, we can use Turbines RC to support your channel in Europe." Yes, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that. Please spread that around. Hopefully, all my guys will, my viewers will watch that, because everybody's been saying, "Hey, we watch your show from Europe," and I try to put it on times where you guys can see it too. And, you know, but you guys have always wanted to support the channel. Well, now you can through Turbines RC. So they've been really nice over there talking with those guys. So, and they sell FMS, Free Wing, all kinds of. So, you know, whatever if you click my link, buy something from there, that supports the channel, guys. And it's free to you to do. So I appreciate that. Let's see. With EU postal charges being so high now, it makes sense to buy from US on certain items nowadays. Okay, that's from Ian Bowen. Okay, so, you know, again, all my links are down there, you know, whether they be Horizon or whoever, they're all down there. So, let's see, Christopher Estrada, thanks, and thank you for every little thing keeps my birds safe, is really appreciated. Yeah, like I said, guys, devil's in the detail, and it's all, you know, attention to detail. It's those one little things that can, you know, just make or break your day. And when you're building these, if you just take a little extra time, check your connections, especially the critical ones, like things like elevator. I mean, they're all critical, but mostly elevator, aileron, ESC, because that's where all your power comes from, speed controller, and BEC stuff, and your landing gear. Those are the main, you know, obviously flaps, and not as critical, but still check them all. You know, it's kind of like flossing. You know, you don't have to floss all your teeth, just floss the ones you want to keep, you know. So same kind of thing. Let's see, Chris, wealth of knowledge here and good place to ask questions. Yeah, so anyway, guys, we still got about 35 people here. You know, we'll probably close it out here soon, but just wanted to see if you guys got anything else to ask. We'll be doing a lot more videos, a lot more stuff to show you guys, a lot more planes coming. We're gonna have a lot more FMS models coming pretty soon, so we'll show you some cool stuff coming from there. So, anyway, thanks for subscribing, Christopher. And yeah, like I said, guys, I try to give you, you know, my channel is, I don't know, maybe different in some ways, that I'm trying to, everything I do is kind of, I try to do everything need to know information. If it's need to know stuff, you know, that's what I try to show you. The things that work for me, things I've done, and I try to pass that on so you guys can, you know, be successful with, you know, your stuff too. You know, so things I'm successful with, I try to share that with everybody so everybody can, you know, can be successful too, or at least benefit from stuff I've figured out works and doesn't work, that kind of stuff. So anyway, let's see. Ian Boa said, "Cheers, Rich. Great show. Thanks, Ian, for coming again. Again, please pass this around, the video, pass the links around. Got lots of quick tips for everybody to see. Lots more videos coming. We're going to have more stuff from a lot of different groups. So, you know, up at the top, you know, all my sponsors, starting with Banana Hobby and Aerofoam, Ernst, X-Fly, let's see, Dynam, Hobby Zone, Arrows, Zap Glue, Horizon, E-Flight, and Hangar 9, all three, you know, the big three there. So, you know, those guys make some great stuff. Roaring Top Lipo, Guniac Afterburner. If I've missed some, sorry. Foam Tack, trying to get them all in here. Of course, FMS models, they're kind of the best. And then my new ones down at the bottom, you see Turbines RC, China Hobby Line. And we've always been working with the, like I said, the Flying Tiger RC guys. And now Reefs, they make some great servos. So most of their servos are huge, you know, and they're for trucks and stuff. So for an airplane, their use is kind of, you know, little, you know, you don't need a giant metal servo that will, you know, tear the bark off a tree or something. But they have beautiful, I mean, like, this little thing is awesome. I mean, I'm real impressed with this little 9-gram sized servo, you know, this little 9-gram sized servo that has, you know, at 6 volts, 89 ounces of torque. It's ridiculous. That's why I say I'm going to try these in some planes and see how they do. It's almost the same size really as a 9-gram. And I guess it's called the micro, 99 micro, because it's 99 ounces of torque, baby. Okay, at I think it was 7.4 volts, and then it goes up to 100 and whatever. So, but all aluminum case. If you have a special application, something that needs some power, like a stabilizer, stabilator, tail, big flight control surface in a small package. This thing, it's ridiculous how much power this thing has from Reefs RC. So, and I'll be getting it in something. I haven't put it in something yet, but I'll be putting it in something. I have some tails I'm going to put them in. So check it out at Reefs and everything. So, so anyway, yeah, Ray says, Guniak, really appreciate the support. Yeah, Ray's got some good burners, and Ray makes them here in the USA. That's the thing. He pretty much makes them by hand here. So what he makes is kind of custom order, you know, made to order what you need kind of stuff. So, and he's right here. So, you know, he's a good guy to support here. So, so anyway, I think that's it, guys. I think we're going to close it out. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. You know, most of the P-51 Mustangs, you know, they're going to be coming. Another shipment's going to be coming whenever they come. You know, probably within a month maybe. So the first batch sold out quick, and we'll be getting flight videos of all those out. So for everybody to see, we're trying to get together tomorrow with a gaggle of 4 of them to fly them all around for everybody. So anyway, I think that's it, guys. I'm going to close it out. Any last minute questions or anything? I appreciate it. Let me run through really quick. I'm going to look at my my tabs here. Let me see if I got back. Let me go back to my. Put this on here. I'm going to put up my website thing again so everybody can kind of see what I got going on here. Let me just run through a few things so you guys can see. Few new videos on the channel again. Let me look at this real quick. Let me put my channel on there so you guys can see what's going on. Let's see what we got. So yeah, the strap slot video, really awesome here, guys. You know, check that out. It applies to almost any airplane. If you need a wider lipo in there or something, you know, this is going to show you how to do it. So, and I've been using this for probably a decade at least now. So, but anyway, here, let me get, hang on, I was going to move this is what I was going to do. Let me move this window just a little bit. There we go. I got it. Let me pull this over just a little bit so you can see it. There we go. And then, of course, I've got the Mustangs, you know, all 4 flying on different pack sizes. And then the full intro and unbox of those. So check those out. I've got the Decathlon, you know, here from Buddy RC. Super nice wood model. So the Aerofoam MB339. And then me and Amy driving the stuff at the USTE. I love my MB339. That thing is a beautiful flying machine. And we're going to get it out here soon, folks, on these big China line, hobby line packs. I know there's been a bunch of people saying that you can't put big batteries in that, but you can. And I showed them in that review. So, you know, check them out. You can put all sorts of batteries in that plane if you just configure it properly. So, and the proper configuration is in this video right here. I'm moving my arrow over on the far right-hand side of your screen. This shows you how to configure your interior to get it to fit big batteries. So, you know, check that out. And then also I got, lately I've put, what else did I put out? Yeah, more MB videos flying, grass ops, because we fly it on grass. But here's the thing. I'm going to be flying that plane in the L-39 on these big 1,000-gram batteries, okay? These 6-cell 70C packs. So I'm going to have 2 of these in that MB, and let's see how it does. We're going to do it off of grass, too, so no BS. You know, we're putting 2,000 grams of batteries in these Aerofoam planes off of grass, and we're going to see what they do. So it should handle them fine. These are supposed to put out gobs of power from what I'm told. So, you know, that's what we're going to show you all. So, you know, check it out. But please pass my links around, guys. It really does help. That's how you can support, you know, me using those things. So, and then what else we got? Yeah, lots of stuff on here. So those are my latest videos. I try to get out as many as I can for everybody. So anyway, I do appreciate it. So, all right, let's see what we got. I think, let me see if there's any more questions. Let me go real quick through this. There's my Amazon store. I just figured I'd throw that up there real quick. Anything you buy through here, guys, that supports the channel too. I have a lot of electronics items. I put all the FMS P-51s in there. So you can see all those there. You can see they're not available yet, you know. So, or they were available, but now they're out of stock because they went quick. They're going to go quick because they're cool. I mean, they're just fun to fly together. You know, get one the color you like, one your friends like, and then, you know, you guys race them together and stuff. So let me get back to also straps. All my the battery straps I use, some of the afterburner stuff I use, connectors. A lot of that stuff is in here. Some of this stuff is a little out of date. I try and keep it up to date, but I can't always. I try to put as much as I can. So those links are below for the RC Informer store, you know, so check it out. And then, of course, you got FMS model. You know, they've got all their planes there. You know, there's Blue Thunder flying around. Nice paint scheme. I mean, it's just killer. Again, a lot like Strega, but blue, you know, basically. You got Miss America there flying around and all that. So, yeah, so check it out. And then Fair RC is where you also get them from. You've got, you know, Banana Hobby. There's a picture of my MB339. Horizon. Again, all my links below. Just check them out there. BitGo. We even work with BitGo. In fact, you see Dancing Wings Albatross. We're going to actually be showing you that here on the channel. So 1800 millimeter. So yeah, been working with the BitGo guys actually for years. And there's Ernst Manufacturing. You can see Ernst Manufacturing with all the stands they put out. And you have to kind of, to find this though, you have to type RC, like right in this search block. If you type in RC products or RC stuff, it'll take you to the RC page. Because they mostly are like bigger tools and organizers and stuff. And oh, it looks like they got an I never saw the orange tray. I'm going to have to grab some of those. The neon one is cool. You can see a lot of stuff with it, but it just literally blows up my camera lens. It doesn't know how to adapt to that color. Buddy RC. Again, guys, Decathlon and some of the other wood planes they make. You know, you just go to airplane stuff, balsa planes, and all that stuff comes up. So Decathlon also comes in red. They're in stock, so if you guys use my link, again, that supports channel, so check it out. What else we got? There's Turbines RC, baby. I think we're going to get the MiG here soon to do. We'll probably show that off. New Cessna CRT. But again, anything from here, guys, you guys use overseas. China Hobby Line. Again, my links are below. Check them out. Flying Tiger RC. Guniac, he's on there. There's Ray's Burners in the SU-30. And Jay Bauer and 5280 RC. And there's my speed test. I usually test this before I go online. That's what it was before, 544. Just run a quick check. We've been on for a while, so usually that bogs it down a bit. Yeah, I guess I'm using a lot of streaming power here, guys. So we're up to 250. I'm usually up around 1,000, but a lot of times it's 1,500. 340 is not bad, I guess, now that I am streaming with you guys. Kids are downstairs probably using some of the bandwidth up too. So there's my upload. We're cranking there at 800, yeah. So we go up there pretty quick. So I got some high-speed fiber optics. I'm grappling for you guys here. So, all right. So anyway, let me kill all that, and let's see what we got. See who's on still. So, and I think we'll close it out. So let me see. All right, we got yeah, we're down to 30 guys still. Let's see what else we got. Any other? Yeah, Guniac ships anywhere, man, and Ray supports the channels too. So anytime I go to an event, need an afterburner giveaway just to give away to you guys, he's always giving us stuff. So let's see. Christopher Estrada, glad I caught it. Stay safe. He's heading out. Thanks for the good comments. Shadow Ops, thanks for sharing, Rich. All the good rest of the weekend. I'll see you guys. Husky ordered, came in, looks great. That was Robert Wilson. He ordered Husky, I think, through my my link. So yeah, thanks for doing that. Husky's awesome. Thanks from Germany, from Ernst Van Buell. Thanks for coming, man. Great. Consider us with Turbines RC. Yeah, thanks. Rich from Germany. Great. Consider. Yeah, I'm always looking out for you guys overseas. And if you guys are around, want to connect, sometimes I fly into Britain and stuff, you know, London. So, you know, maybe we can meet up, fly. Let's see. Maybe D-Power Model Bow. Yeah, we'll look into them too. That's not a bad idea. I'll check into that. Maybe D-Power Model Bow. Yeah, we'll check them out. Let's see. Hello, Rich. How are you from Maryland? All right. I'm from Maryland. That's Tamoya Gerhartz from Maryland. Yeah, I'm from the Rockville, Potomac area. Spent a lot of time in Ocean City, Maryland, flying kites. Yeah, okay. Rich, where are you from? Maryland? Okay, yeah. Excuse me. Originally, guys, again, it was Rockville, Potomac, that kind of area, just outside of D.C. All right. Were you a former airline pilot? That's from Tomoya Gerhardt. No, I'm a current airline pilot. So I fly 757 and 767 right now. So yeah. Enzo K is in the house. Glad to see Enzo K. We're going to have some cool stuff coming, guys. So stay tuned. We'll have that hopefully in the next couple of weeks here. Let's see. Wheel hubs off my old Futura 80. Wallow out quickly. Any solution or suggestions? Hubs with a Futura 80 millimeter. Yeah, not sure. Maybe a little lube on them or something, a little oil or something, just to keep them, you know, from doing that. But you know, anytime you have a non-bearing wheel, you're going to have that. Probably you're flying it so much that you're wearing them out. That just kind of goes with it. You know, you might need to buy just new tires and rims. Usually, if you got metal on metal, it's a little bit better. But yeah, it's probably because the more you spin them, the faster you spin them, the hotter they get and they wear out quicker. So maybe use flaps on takeoff, get off the ground quicker so you're not spinning them up as quick or something. Same thing on landing. If you're using grass surface, it's a little rougher on the wheel, can wear that axle out more, or the hub. So yeah. So you're probably flying too much, man. RC Glory, you're probably flying too much and wearing those wheels out. That's probably what it is. But that's okay. So that's what spare parts are for, I guess. So all right, guys, I'm going to close it out. Appreciate y'all coming to check out the Phantom, to check out the Mustangs from FMS, and all the China Hobby line, batteries, all the other stuff I'm showing you off. We'll have more stuff coming, guys. I really appreciate y'all stopping by. Good turnout for a Saturday afternoon. So appreciate it that we could do this and share this all with the guys overseas. So anyway, all right, guys, I'm going to check out. See you as soon as I can. Probably next weekend we'll be on again. I'll be probably having a new model to show you guys. I'm going to try and do one of these every weekend at least to show you, you know, a new FMS plane. Sorry for the short notice. I'll try and do it a little longer, and we'll probably prep that maybe next day or two so you guys will have it, you know, be well aware of it and coming. Probably do it around the same time too. So anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for checking out RC Informer. More stuff coming. Really appreciate it, guys, and we'll see y'all next time.